All right, people, welcome back to Sports Blend FSL Sports. It's Saturday, it's Friday night. Sorry, guys, I'm a little bit ahead of time. Is it Saturday? No, it's Friday. Yes, today is Friday. Yeah, last night wanted to do a stream, but man, I'm under the weather, people. I'm under the weather. But I also wanted to talk tonight where I don't have work in the morning, so we can kick it. We can kick it and chop up everything that we need to talk about right now. I'm working in the construction field. We are cut down a stadium right now, so me up in the air daily with some crane. I go over my head and it cold like ice, like with some power tool. It's no joke. But we're doing it. We're doing it. And listen, we respect big up everybody who's a part of the Reggae Boys football sphere who are hardworking people. JT the leather belt and pick a stick. Big up yourself, Issa Allen. Yeah, I just want to say before the show kick off certain way, I want to say big up all the hardworking people out there because we know that hardworking people are not cool anymore. Those things are not necessarily cool anymore. But I want to tell you that JT Lovodo, I appreciate all the hardworking Jamaicans out there, wherever you are. People are probably on the road right now. Some people are probably still, what is it, Friday? Let me see the time right now in Jamaica. Kingston, it's 4 o'clock in Kingston. In Dubai right now, it's 1 a.m. Wow. In England, it is 9 o'clock. In the United States, some places, East Coast, West Coast, hour different, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, some different time. All over the place right now. But keep doing the work, people. Keep doing the work. My thing is just kicking off for a bit here. I'm trying to get it revved up. Look like me have one word about something running. I don't know what going on. Let me see if I have a next channel, like something running. What's going on here, people? I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. Why my system is. I'm having something running. I'm looking if I have any huge music. See, there it is. Had Pro Tools running in the back, and you know that Pro Tools them the ramp with CPU. Yes, Big Z, big up yourself. Tyreek Magee back in the news again. Jamaica Reggae Boys squad is out. Steve McLaren, we're gonna go to the press conference, and then we start just chopping it along nicely, right? We're gonna do the press conference because I didn't get a chance. Hold on, how can I get the plug for this thing? I didn't get a chance, guys, to really watch the press conference. So I think I will where is this now? I will pull up the press conference so we can check it out together. I know a lot of people probably was just rushing it last night, like, yeah, let's get some streams. I'm not really into that. I need to hear this thing properly and we dissect it and really hear what's happening. So we're gonna dive into the press conference, people, and really hear what Steve McLaren is talking about. And we just get the show rolling from there, right? So let's check out the press conference here, folks, and we get the show on the road. All right.
Hi.
Yeah. Big up yourself. God bless you. Let's check out the press
Complex in
conference.
Kingston. A reminder to all the media coming in, please put your devices on mute. And secondly, if you are not dressed appropriately, also turn your camera off as well. That will be greatly appreciated. So to commence proceedings, we're going to have a few opening remarks from our head coach, Coach McLaren, and then
So
after that,
press
we'll get
conference,
right
people.
into the squad. So, Coach, good morning. How are you doing?
And people, you know how we do press conference here. We're gonna go through point after point. When he makes a point, we go through it and we discuss it together because I can't sit down and listen to Steve McLaren for how long, and then we just come back, remember everything for talk. I really don't have time for that because we want to keep the show moving. So when we hear something and we stick on that and we just go over it quickly and we move along. If it's something we have to that leads into something, so be it. But that's how we do press conference here. If a person wants the undivided press conference, I kindly ask you to go somewhere else and watch it, maybe on JFF Live or something. But I'm running a show here. So we're going to do this together for the people and we discuss what he's saying together. when we find out what's happening here.
Okay. Okay, ladies, gentlemen, it's a great pleasure to be back in Jamaica. I've been here for about 10 days. Bit of scenery, bit of culture, and lots of football and lots of planning, because since the new year, this is it. This is World Cup year. That's the aim at the end, to make sure we're in it, and a lot of planning before that. I think a great initiative, which started, I think, last year, was to get the local players together, the best players, to have a camp to play an opponent. And I thought that was a great idea. We've assembled that camp. We play Trinidad, big rivals. And in the meantime, I've watched 4 or 5 games. I'll watch 2 more on Sunday, 2 more on Monday. And then we get the squad together for Tuesday, play Trinidad on Thursday, with the second game on Sunday, which I'm looking forward to immensely. One, because I want to work with the local players, and 2, it'd be great to see Dwight York, who's just become manager, head coach of Trinidad. So watching games, and I must say relying a lot on Meron to assemble the players, to give me guidance, which he has done. And through him mainly and other contacts, we have a squad of 28 players, of which 15 are uncapped. And
so people,
the rivalry is
that's the first point there. People, the coach just said it. Marion Garden selected the squad. Marion Garden selected the squad. That's just the gist of the situation. A lot of people might not be happy with that, but Marion Garden selected the squad. That's what the coach said. No, do I have problem with Marion Garden selecting the squad at this time? I'm not so sure I have any problems, because Marion Garden is on the ground, right? He's the one on the ground. He has to select the squad. But it's a bit tricky, bro. It's very tricky, because here why it's tricky. Because it's a bit tricky, because if the coach is in Jamaica for 10 days, how is Marion Garden selecting the squad? Shouldn't the squad be selected together with Marion Garden and the coach? Like that's something that I'm a little bit perplexed by. Like I don't really, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm not gonna really try to beat the coach and say him not do him job, but he kind of not do him job, bro. Him kind of little bit not do him job, because if Marion Garden is in Jamaica, yes, Marion Garden should be the point man to give the coach, to direct the coach to the players that he needs to look at. If Marion Garden already select the squad and the coach go and look at the players, the player them already pick already. So I'm not sure. And Marion Garden, you get a lot of slack, or a lot of people beat down on you and stuff. But sometimes it's because we don't know what's going on. But me not really like the move there still. I'm not really sure about Marion Garden selecting the squad and the coaches in Jamaica for certain amount of days, and the squad select already. Coach, I don't want to be. These are just people, and let me just say this: don't think Dwight York is not coming to Jamaica to beat Jamaica. Dwight York is everything about the football is conflicted. Yeah, bro, it's weird, bro. Tycoon, everything about the football is straight. Bro, Dwight York is coming to Jamaica to beat Jamaica. He wants to show Jamaica why he should have been selected as the head coach for Jamaica. Even though we know that couldn't happen. Him just go to Qatar, go pick up about 30. He's potentially, this is a bounce back game. He wants to make this a statement game to say Trinidad is here to compete in CONCACAF under Dwight York. I don't think we should take this game lightly. However, I don't, the results the only result would affect me is if Jamaica pick up 3-0 or something. And a 3-1, a 3-2, I am okay. Jamaica doesn't need to win those games for me, because that's a huge climb for the coach, for us to ask the coach to put these JPL players together with no synergy and just ask them to win immediately against a Trinidad team that's playing together. Though they went to Qatar and lost those games, they still had time together. People, that counts in football. Having time together is very essential. It's very essential. People, remember to hit the like button. This is my first live button update, people. Remember to hit the like button. People are warm, we are warm, you know. You know, say a long time, JT, say we don't run down the hype already, we just do the show. We don't operate of when the streams are run and we forget views on them thing there and subscribe. Work off of them thing, the views and subscribers over here. You know how we work over here. Because anybody, we not care channels will have more subscribers than we're going to get the same views as them. Because we know the football, we know the ball game. We come out here and we tell them just as it is. We not beg friend from people in a football. We not beg friend from football player. We put Jamaica first. Jamaica first. Anybody, if you go under the bus, I go under the bus. Because the bus need to get to the World Cup. And we're going to get to that. But Coach McLaren, you got to, you see, I want everybody going into those press conferences. I talked to T-Got last night. I spoke to Cataract on the last show. I said, this year, I want to walk up in the press conference with some crowbar, some jackhammer, anything. This is not no kindergarten. I'm done telling you, Coach McLaren, the honeymoon has ended. We're no longer on the resort. We're no longer getting martinis and peanut coladas. No, a white rum, a drink right now. A white rum time right now. We're not depend on the nice boy thing. Jamaica needs to get to a World Cup. And so we're not going to take the little sweet talk and, can you get me a sex on the beach? Just get me like, a latte. Can you get a latte, please? No. Yo, one shot of white rum there, One shot of rum there, Junker too, Throw a junker on the side. And that's what we're talking about right now. We're talking about Jamaican football right now. So, Coach McLaren, we're not there yet. I'm saying we're not there yet. The hammer them now gonna start swinging. And people, I have the energy tonight. I've slept. I'm organized. I'm ready to talk about everything tonight and let things build up. You see me, I say? And that we are talking about tonight. Big up yourself, Sylvester Wellingham. Whites and Campari, the man them say. You see me, I say? The Campari, the bitter. But it have a vibe. It have a vibe, and that we are talking about. So, McLaren, we're gonna let you pass on these things, but God Almighty, no, brother. If you come back with that thing about, know the player them, and you try to give you a bag of sweet talk, you're going to get ambushed in these press conferences. If I have to go in there and do it myself, me and McLaren hasn't really faced off in a press conference yet. Big up yourself, Cygnus Media. McLaren he doesn't really know who JT Taylor is yet. We haven't met properly in a press conference yet. So that's going to happen. I'm giving you a fear shake. What I don't want to hear from Coach McLaren this year is I don't know the players them. Marian Garden picked the team and we not really know. I told them of them for brother. Stay home. Go home. You see like how them send home them pick the Jamaica when I trim. McLaren, we don't want to have to trim you. We don't want to have to hold you and give you a haircut with a broke buckle. We not have to chin you with a piece of glass and scrape off every hair off of your head, brother. You see me? So this is what I'm saying. We're giving you a fair shot, but the excuses has ended, brother. We don't want excuse. You hear you said? Marian Garden has selected the squad. I don't have a problem with Marian Garden pinpointing players to have the coach look at. But I thought that should be a collaborative effort where you collaborate. Since you're on the island for 10 days, you collaborate on the selection, because that already sounds like you're setting up for a scapegoat. You know, you see, me don't want to really hear that. So we touch on that point. Them say Marion Garden, pick the squad. All right. I'm not gonna beat down on that right now. I think that Marion Garden has to play a huge role in selecting any local team. We would be ridiculous to think that otherwise. We have to be fair. Marion Garden has to be the point man, but we need people to have. We need McLaren to be more pragmatic in his approach. All right, let's go.
And the aim of the camp. Many people ask me, what's the aim of the camp? I say it's very much short term. It's very much geared towards World Cup qualification. So it's geared towards the here and now, with also within the squad 2 or 3 youngsters we need to look at for the future. But basically, what I'm hoping for, like what happened last season at this time when they had 2 games against Trinidad, 3 players emerged from that camp and became regulars in the squad for the Reggae Boys senior national team. And that was great to see. That was Kaheem Dixon, Richard King, and Shaq Juan Davis.
No, and you're wrong again, McLaren. You're wrong again, McLaren. Richard King did not make the team playing against Trinidad last year. This is another thing, McLaren. You gotta be more prepared when you come to talk to the Jamaican football fans. The Jamaican football fans are some smart people. Mind you, you think say some of we are construction worker, some of we are drive truck, some of we are work in a supermarket, some of we are push broom, some are mop floor, some are work in a bank. Don't come try take with the idiot, brother. The man them on the thing. The Reggae Boys fan them attract the thing. Richard King did not make the team because in the Trinidad game. It was Dexter Lambikisa. Get your stats right. Dexter Lambikisa, before we went to Mexico. Dexter Lambikisa. Giovanni, no phone call right now. Me go call him, my boss. No phone call. Me a cook right now, dog. Me a cook right now. Me don't want to kick off the pot. Me don't want to burn up the house and them thing there. You see me? Me don't want to kick off the pot and the stove all fly off and burn up on my daughter and them thing there. You see me? So me just cook right now. All right? Me a cook the meat, a season up everything. You see me? Me go call you. You know, say I'm a link. Me go call you. But we have a whole press conference we got to. You're wrong, McLaren. Richard King's been in the team for like 4 years, bro. Richard King was in the Peru game. We saw Richard King in that Peru game under Paul Hall, where Richard King stake his claim. So, me no know Kaheem Dixon. I think it was Dexter. Yeah, I think Dexter, maybe Kaheem, and Omari Hutchins was supposed to be there, and he decided not. A match last year in Trinidad, Imata, Dexter didn't play. No, okay. But what about the game under Grimmy where we played the 2-leg games in Jamaica? And that may talk about Giovanni. The 2-leg games. And even if it was 2 years ago, Richard King, big up yourself, Critical FFYT. Richard King did not make get discovered in a Trinidad game. We saw Richard King against Peru under Paul Hall, and everybody thought he was a good player. So he already got that. So, brother, you see how long we yo, McLaren, you get homework from last year, brother. I know you tell we said, dog, me am your homework. Dog, me am up the book wet up in a rain. You tell me said the book wet up in a rain. Say your mother wash your book in the school bag and you get homework from last year, brother. No, that was no, but DJ Sean Johnson, even for last year, brother, Richard King was already around for about 4 years, 3 years now. So where is he getting this foolishness? That's what I'm talking about, DJ. He must say Richard King make it. No, bro, that Richard King plays. No, bro, he's off, bro. He might talk some look of foolishness, brother. This is sports on the ball. That's a Richard King play a World Cup qualification. Yeah, so him at that matter, but when him come and talk them foolishness there, me start feel like him think he might talk to some brain dead people. And reggae boys fan on a big up on yourself, big up the hardworking people in the comment section. J Ross, big up on yourself, different J, Cygnus Media, Chorus, Nitro, everybody, Texicon, Float, Management, Conrad, Sports on the ball. Yeah, at that boat King. Yes, yeah, he got the King thing wrong, bro. He got the King thing wrong. Let's continue.
So that was good. If I get another 3 coming from this camp to improve our squad, to improve our team, that's what I'm looking for. That's the incentive of all the players coming in. And that's the...
And let me ask you guys, did Shaquan Davis, was a Trinidad game, Shaquan Davis came through? Because I remember in the Trinidad game, we had a guy named Foster from Waterhouse Keeping. Maybe I'm an idiot there, man. So, me don't know. Me don't know that. Me don't know.
Incentive of everybody involved in this campaign, including the supporters, including everybody, not just on this island, but who is following Jamaica outside the island. Everything is geared towards the World Cup.
Big up Jean-Pierre.
So 28 players we have, starting with goalkeepers. Shaquan Davis, we know well. Jamali Wade, we know well. Benjamin Williams, I watched him the other day against Morbay. So I was impressed with him. We have a young one, Joshua Grant from New York Red Bulls, 17, who's played for the under-17s, under-20s, and is really coming for experience. Just to have a look at him. The defenders we have, top of the list, Richard King, obviously from Cavalier, 22 caps already, becoming regular in the squad and needs to push now to be a regular in the team.
And the coach, you see, McLaren, I move like him have Alzheimer's. McLaren, if you said Richard King, we found Richard King last year against Trinidad. McLaren, Jamaica hasn't played 22 games since last year, my brother. Like Richard King, there's no way he would have played 22 games in a 1 year. McLaren, so just collaborate the information, bro. You like just get it, do your homework, brother.
Giovanni Lang from Cavalier, Christopher Ainsworth from Cavalier, Gadale Irving from Mount Pleasant, Robinho Gordon from Veer, Kyle Ming, Mount Pleasant, Fitzroy Cummins, Mount Pleasant, Stephen Young, Portmore, Sule McKellar, Mount Pleasant, Malik Howell from Las Vegas Lights, centre-back 26, one of the best defenders in the USL and one that we want to have a look at. The midfielders, Anglin from Mount Pleasant, Demario Phillips, Morbay United, Romeo Guthrie, Portmore, Dwayne Atkinson, Cavalier, Shamar Watson, Cavalier, Daniel Green, Mount Pleasant Academy, Nathaniel Howe, Chapelton Maroons, with the forwards, Warner Brown, Arnott Gardens, Ronaldo Biggs, Racing, Shanil Thomas, Morbay United, Jalmaro Calvin, Cavalier, Kimoni Bailey, Mount Pleasant, Raheem Edwards, Mount Pleasant, and Kimani Airborne from Arnott Gardens. So that is the total
big
squad.
Up Travis, big up.
As I said,
first responder, big up RR.
Them next Tuesday, where we have a camp, everybody together in 2 games.
Bless
Thank
up,
you very much,
Jerome,
Coach. Much appreciated. At this point in time, folks, we kindly ask you to raise your hand, and once you're indicated, then you can unmute and you can pose your question to Coach McLaren. So let us start with Matthew. Please go ahead, Matthew.
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, Simon.
Good morning.
Morning.
Matthew.
Jamar Calvin is one of the top forwards in the JPL this season, and he had previously represented Antigua at the youth level. I just want to know what went into that conversation in terms of him making the switch, and what are his chances in terms of the future for the national setup.
Yeah, he's look, we know through contacts, obviously also through Mr. Speed, that Calvin is a player from the first time I watched Cavalier at the beginning of the season, and in their campaign, I've watched them many times through the CONCACAF, and congratulations to them on winning that. That was a magnificent achievement. He's one I've really admired. And at the beginning, when I saw him, I said, yeah, I wanted him for the squad. And they said, no, he plays for another country. So we hear, obviously conversations go on, and we hear that he would like to.
All right. So people, Calvin is one of those players I'm watching to potentially, if he plays well, I have no problem with him getting called up. I saw him in the Caribbean Cup. He's one of the few. This is the kid with the headband around him head. My asked Travis them about him, say if it was the same kid. I think that youngster is a goal shark. I think he's a goal shark. I don't know if he can do it a next level up, but he's one of the players that I'm gonna be watching in this game. That kid Calvin, I think he's really good. I think he's really good as well. I'm sorry to say that. I know a lot of people might say JT, but him local. Yes, he's local. I think he's good. I think for the level that I saw him playing in the Caribbean Cup, he just looked dangerous. He makes good runs into the box. He's very good coming off the back post as well. He's very good coming off the back post, and he has an engine. Yes, Jean-Pierre, he has an engine. In all those games, him just look like when 60, 70 minutes when him feel run down, him just look like him still have an engine. You know, so that kid Calvin, he's one of the players that I have written down as a player that I have my eye on in these two Trinidad game. And I think he might score. You see me? I say, I think he might score. So I'm watching out. I can agree with the coach on Calvin. I have no doubts about it. That kid, he looks like he has something. Don't know if he's ready. Me now go come boost him. That's why I say me go watch him keenly in the Trinidad game. Hope he starts, but I'm not sold as yet. I want to see if him can do it at this level, at least against an organized Trinidad team. So Calvin
represent Jamaica. So we're delighted to include him in that and give him the opportunity to show us what he can do. I've seen him in the games already. I know what he can do, but to work with him firsthand and to have a good conversation with him about what he can contribute and how we so much want him to be part of the Jamaica setup.
Matthew, do you have a follow-up?
No, I don't. Thank you, Simon.
All right, thank you very much, Matthew. We can move on to next person. Please raise your hand and indicate. Okay, let's hear from, I think this is Tyrone Davis. Go ahead.
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, Simon. Thank you for this opportunity. We know that some of the USL players are out. For instance, Tyreek Magee is not included. He's out. He's in Jamaica right now, training. Why is not included in the setup?
Tyreek.
Yes.
Yeah. Tyreek, he has opportunities, I think, in Europe.
Jesus Christ.
Where European teams are showing interest in him. I know he's in Jamaica. I know he's been training. I also know that, I can't divulge any information or secrets, but I do know that he may have.
People, listen, McLaren. People, I will make the rum. Who make the rum where McLaren a drink? Who make the rum? Who make the rum? Wait, like Simon, the coach wasn't prepared. The coach wasn't prepared. This is the same Tyreek Magee that they're talking about playing for Veer. So Tyreek Magee didn't get picked because he's having interest in Europe. No, wait. Who made the rum? Coach McLaren, like, no, guys, this again one of the worst. Me glad me never listen to that press conference yesterday. When people now hear what the coach say. Say Tyreek Magee have interest in Europe. That's why Tyreek Magee is not in the team. Coach, Tyreek Magee there, Jamaica. What is Tyreek Magee going to do in the JPL that you haven't seen in? Tyreek Magee just need to play a ball, brother. Tyreek Magee just need to play a ball. Tyreek Magee should have been one of the starters. Because this would have been 2 games where if Tyreek Magee go out there and flop, him don't get called. Why is Tyreek Magee not there? The coach has said, Tyreek Magee, wait, like Simon, you didn't prep the coach properly this time. He wasn't prepped. I wouldn't put in at the rum, bro. I wine at the rum. Come like a grammar zone. McLaren a drink down there. A suicide mission him depon. No, this has to be a joke. This has to be a joke, Coach McLaren. Lord God, people, a prank, a must prank.
What he can do. I've seen him in the games already.
A prank.
I know what he can do, but
A prank,
to
a
work
must
with him
prank.
firsthand and to have a good conversation with him
Big up
about what,
Owen, a prank.
he can contribute and how we so much want him to be part of the Jamaica setup.
Wanna listen good
Matthew,
people.
do you have a follow-up?
Listen good people. Wanna listen good again.
I know I don't. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you very much, Matthew. We can move on to
Listen good
next
people.
person. Please raise your hand
Listen good to the coach.
and
Now.
indicate.
Listen
Okay,
good.
let's hear from
Good question, Tiga.
Tyrone Davis. Go ahead.
Good question, Tiga.
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, Simon. Thank you for this opportunity. We know that some of the USL players are out. For instance, Tyreek Magee is not included. He's out. He's in Jamaica right now, training. Why he's not included in the setup?
Tyreek.
Yes.
Yeah. Tyreek, he has opportunities, I think, in Europe, where European teams are showing interest in him. I know he's in Jamaica. I know he's been training. I also know that, I can't divulge any information.
You don't have any information. You don't have any
know that
information.
he may have an opportunity in Europe, which he is obviously looking at, and we respect that. Yeah, he must sort his club future out first. So we wait to hear from him when it's decided at the end of the window where he's going to be playing his football for the rest of the season.
Oh my God. YouTube ads people.
Okay, thank you, Coach.
All right, Robert, go ahead.
Yes, Coach. Robert here, Jamaica Observer. Playing against Trinidad, Coach, what will be the main focus for these local based players going into a game like this? What are some of the things you'll be looking for, and what are some of the things you plan to implement with these local players?
First and foremost, it's a big rivalry, and as we say, there are no friendlies in football. And when you play for Jamaica, also, you're a target for any club in the Caribbean, and Trinidad will be a big target for us also. So winning the game.
Let's just touch on Tyreek Magee before we skip along. Leroy Bailey, you said remember that Graig Butler is his agent. Tyreek Magee, you probably don't watch YouTube, but if you end up seeing this clip, JT is not a youth where I fight you. First off, I think I was one of the main culprits in calling for you and I would say, drumming up awareness about you and your farm in the USL. Tyreek Magee, you see, if Graig Butler can't get you to go nowhere, tie up your football shoes, brother. If Graig Butler can't get Tyreek Magee, if he go nail down a club or move, him can't fix. Him unfixable. Tyreek Magee, I do understand not taking back a contract in the USL because at the end of the day, the USL is not a promotion league. It's you just play and stay at the same level. You won the cup and you want a new challenge. No, you're with the man in Jamaica who's considered the individual who, if he can get you off the island. Tyreek Magee, if Graig Butler can't get you off the island, brother, nobody go nowhere. Take off back your clothes. Take off, nobody go, brother. Take off back your shoes. Nobody go. Nobody walk up and down in the house with your shoes. Tyreek Magee, listen to JT Taylor right now. Me call for you in the squad, come rate you as a baller. But you're at a pivotal juncture in your career. Just like how I said when Shamar Nicholson was going to Russia, it can either make or break him. The verdict is still out on Shamar Nicholson down there. All right? So, Tyreek Magee, if Graig Butler can't do it, brother, if Graig Butler can't do it, and listen, Slick Media, I'm not so sure about Tyreek Magee going back to Belgium is the right place to go. Tyreek Magee was in Belgium for how many years and played like 5 games. So he's going back to Belgium now to Genk, right? You're saying Genk. This is yours, you know. I still don't believe Tyreek Magee is going to Genk. If he goes to Genk, I need to see it happen. I don't think Tyreek Magee should have gone back to Belgium. You're going back into the same kind of system where it's a farm worker system where a player go again go pick and they might not call you back. You might not get playing time like when you did the Casio Pen. You're going back to Belgium. Belgium is a feeder league where agents have the power. Well, I have to say it's a different situation now. Graig Butler is a different bull cow. Graig Butler is a different beast. And Graig Butler, I go make sure things in a contract where him play as a player or I'm going to get trouble on the internet. Graig Butler get credit for that. But Tyreek Magee, this time, my friend, is your last chance. You're hitting 25. You have 2 years. You have 2 years, my brother. You have 2 years. You should have been peaking at 25 now. Tyreek Magee, no more Tyreek Magee weak. He might drop down. He want water. This, that. No, Tyreek Magee, if Graig Butler get you to Europe right now, brother, if it don't work right now, me I tell you, go on back home with your family then. Go on back home to your family. Take off your clothes, go back. You're not about to go. You're not about to go on a trip. You're not about to go on a beach trip. You're not no fear. Me I tell you this right now, Tyreek Magee. This is your last chance, bro. This is your last chance for everything. Or else, the JPL will be your home or you're back to the USL. If Graig Butler gets you off the island, may I tell you, Tyreek Magee, because you can't get a better man to get you out of Jamaica than Graig Butler. So if you make Graig Butler work in magic and get you off of the island and you can't get it right this time, you can't fix. You can't fix. May I tell you that right now? If Graig Butler work in magic and get Tyreek Magee out of Jamaica and him not kneel down somewhere, JPL shall be your home, my brother. So you better take this thing serious now. You better take this thing serious. Me know say you're there Jamaica train, see you there on CVM, sit down side of Kyle. Why Kyle sit down side of Tyreek Magee? So Tyreek Magee need Kyle to sit down side and be do interview now. Them turn back Tyreek Magee in a schoolboy footballer. So Kyle, look like a Kyle have got him go to Europe, go make sure I say in the last. So a Kyle have got him go to Europe like one can whisper them. Me see Kyle sit down side of Tyreek Magee on CVM. So wait there. A walking stick, Tyreek Magee, I walk with him blind. In blind. So like Tyreek Magee, you need Kyle next to you for a CVM interview. So a Kyle, big up yourself, Jordan. A Kyle Affy, sit alongside a Tyreek Magee, all them thing is foolishness. Tyreek Magee, you need to man up. Grow a sack. Grow a sack, bro. You've been in this thing for a long time. You're an international football player. Kyle is running a food truck in Jamaica. Kyle is a football player who eats cheeseburger and curry goat before football match and drink a red stripe halftime. If you're the Tyreek Magee we were talking about last year, brother, get your act together, man. Get your act together. Man up. You know, you have a uncle brother where him in the house and him talk going like a girl and you have to shot him 2 bucks. Hey, take off that. Tyreek Magee, I want to you. Man up. I want to you, brother. You need Kyle to sit alongside of you. Pan CVM. Kyle a manager. Kyle a manager. You a big international football player. Me understand if a Graig Butler did it with you. Because he's a different animal. We bash Graig Butler, but we also know what Graig Butler bring to the table. When a selling time, and Graig Butler set up him style, you know, say something I go sell. So Tyreek Magee, you're not Dujon Whisper, where Kyle come sit down with you at Newcastle and take picture in front of the sign. Brother, wake up. You're a big man. Wake up. I want to you, bro. Wake up and stop them little foolishness there. You sit down on CVM with the talk about you want to be best midfield out of Jamaica. You think that's a midfield go, brother? Yo, pull up a socks on youth.
Is important, not imperative, but important. The process, the 2 days training that we have.
And my last thing, for the people who say they like when I'm speaking proper English so everybody can understand. I know that show there not tonight. I know tonight. May I speak Raban Patwa tonight. Country. You say countryman style. Raban Patwa me talk tonight. I'm not in the mood tonight to articulate myself properly. I'm just not in the mood. When me hear these foolishness, me not really have time to articulate this in the Queen's English. You see me? It's just straight rawness tonight. All right? So Tyreek Magee, anybody, people may apologize, but I just a raw dog tonight. That's how we do it. It's just, that's it.
Albeit not enough to get enough information into them, but enough to get to know them. So the process and the performance of the team. Can they play in a team? That's the key thing. Have they got the individual talent, technique, tactical nous, intelligence to jump up to the senior national team? And basically it's just what I see, trying to get a few of the principles. We have to keep it very simple with only 2 training sessions before the first game and 1 training session before the second game. We have to keep things very simple. I want the players to showcase their talents individually, but to make sure that collectively they play as a team, because you don't qualify for anything playing as an individual. It's a team sport. So that's the first thing. Can they play with each other? Can we get cohesion quickly? I know we have players from 2 or 3 clubs mainly, but I'm looking forward to.
So by the way, people, you have 9 players in the team from 9 players from Mount Pleasant. For the people, I'm gonna say the team full up of Cavalier players. I think there's 3, maximum 4 Cavaliers players there, and you have 9 players from Mount Pleasant. So anybody will say Mr. Speed pick the team, I guess Mr. Speed a coach Mount Pleasant too. All right. So 9 Mount Pleasant players is there. 9. All right. So we can put the Mr. Speed thing to bed. The coach said Meran Garden when the interview start. Meran Garden pick the team. Meran Garden himself pick a team. All right. So we can say Speed full up the team a Cavaliers player. 9 Mount Pleasant players.
Working with them. The process. The performance, and ultimately you get the performance a win, because there is massive interest from what I hear from the local supporters. We want everybody to turn up and make this a special occasion for the 2 camps, one in Mobay or one in Kingston. Perfect. perfect time for people from around the island to see these players firsthand.
Okay, thank you so much, Coach.
Thank
Pleasure.
you. Thank you very much, Robert Williams, IRFM.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good morning to everyone. Coach, just to follow up on the Tyreek Magee, is it a case that he has asked not to be included? Is he unavailable because of the options, or is it a case that he has been left out?
He's not on the island. I think he's sorting his future out. So Tyreek would be involved, but
People, is Tyreek Magee not in Jamaica? Is Tyreek Magee not in Jamaica? The coach said Tyreek Magee is not in the island. Maybe somebody in the comment section can make me know this. Tyreek Magee the gang already? Somebody let me know that the coach say him not on the island. Cause I not see Tyreek Magee a train pan one field where cow and some cow eat grass over one part. Let me see some cow in I stand, I eat this stand. So, but because maybe he's uptown. Maybe uptown is not Jamaica. I don't, bro. Coach McLaren, me I tell you, I have to go fix up, brother. Somebody need to get a belt for Coach McLaren, make him jump in pants. He need to jump in pants. Coach McLaren, you need to jump your pants, brother. Because tonight, you just walk in with your pants, your grandmother say your pants are way down on nine backside. Coach McLaren coming at press conference with him pants way down on nine backside. The man said Tyreek Magee no dey Jamaica. And he just said Tyreek Magee dey on the island, but in your interest of Europe, and at that them a wait pan. Yo, me no know, bro. McLaren, when you come to Jamaica, don't know if the heat, but you need to take your medication. You need to take your medication because you're starting to sound like you're having with them thing the name Alzheimer's. And one of them things the way people them no remember nothing. Like the man has said some things where like the coach didn't even remember what him say. Listen, football guru, big up yourself, but your thing is this, football guru. You are not fair to the court. Football guru, me no know who send you, brother. Big up yourself, Stats Boss. Big up yourself, Brian. Football guru, it come like you just come on YouTube, brother, and you make up your mind, say, yes, JT, them live. Now go over there, go disagree with everybody tonight. Me go disagree with everything with JT them say. Football guru, you don't have to be JT, dog, but you can't agree with some things where are just straightforward sometime, bro. You know, have to be every time is a war. What you saying I'm not fair to the coach? Oh, yeah, say me not fair to the coach, football guru. We not fear to the coach. You know, the whole we are listening to the press conference where the coach attack right now, brother. Oh, yeah, say me not fear to the coach. Football guru, you have to stop it, man. The man, you just always a come on and move like some agent, brother. Football guru, you need to cut it out, bro. Every day you do the same thing. You know, you're the coach sound like him, man, like he must say one thing and like, remember what he must say. You know, here, like, listen what the coach say. The coach said earlier, he knows that Tyreek Magee is Jamaica, but he has interest in Europe. Him just say a while ago, Tyreek Magee is in Europe and he can't divulge certain. Bro, football guru, more time you have to chill, bro. More time you have to try to be a little bit more fair, my youth. Every day you come with the same thing.
At the present, he's not available.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Thank you very much, Robert. Anybody else, please raise your hand again to indicate questions you may have. Let's hear from Dwight Spence. Good morning, sir. Go ahead.
Good morning, Simon. Good morning, Coach McLaren.
Hi, Dwight.
How are you doing? So this is Dwight Spence. Do some work with the regularboys.com. A couple interesting, or one or two interesting players I see on the squad. Nathaniel Howe and I believe Joshua Grant. They're both from the 2020, the 2005 age group. Are you seeking to get more players that are top level U20 players involved in these type of games, friendlies, so forth, with the senior boys going forward? as we go through this World Cup cycle?
The age for me is nothing. It's just a number. If they're good enough, that's what we're looking for. Anything that can improve our squad, can improve our team for the World Cup campaign coming up. That's what we're looking for in this camp. Merrin has been through it, and we said just to make up the squad because we may get injuries, just to help in training, that we may give 2 or 3 people, young players, an opportunity to gain some experience.
Let me say
That's
1
what they're
second,
doing.
people. Let me
If they
just
gain
send.
experience,
Let me just send
and-
this. Let me just send this link to Cataract very quickly. Cause sorry about that. Me no want really me no want really drop us. Me no want really have to get distracted. So let me just get the link to the people. Then we need to get it. Me they call Cataract early on, but it look like him saying it drop asleep. You see, I'm use the laptop. You did not send me the link. Cataract, I called you. See, you have a missed call from 9:20, brother. Let me send this to Travis as well, because Travis them pick the squad. Because Travis and Giovanni them pick his squad. So let me just send the link to them right away, so them can have it. So I'm gonna have to cut the show. All right. Let me just send this last thing and let me just get back. Sorry about that, people. Sorry for the quick interruption. Back at it again.
They're
all right?
better than who they're playing against, and they're good enough. They will play. So everybody in this squad has an opportunity, and a real opportunity, to make the World Cup squads going forward.
Thank you. And one other question, if I may, Simon.
Go ahead.
What's your thoughts and what have you seen on Shanil Thomas? He's been doing real well for Montego Bay United. What are your thoughts on his future involvement with some of the injuries that we have on the front line and what he brings to the squad, and his future maybe club-wise and with the Reggae Boys?
Yeah, I've seen him one game, and very impressed with what he brought to Mobay. You're absolutely right. It's been a tragedy what has happened over the Christmas period with Mikel Antonio, and we're still in touch with him all the time. He's recovering. Says he may not make the March one, but he may be available in the summer, so we're hoping on that one. And in the meantime, you're absolutely right. The number 9 position is vitally important, and if we can get one top quality number 9 who can score goals from this group, I'll be absolutely delighted. That's what we're looking for. So Shanil is just one of them players who is given this opportunity. It's not just this camp, but it's also in the games that we watch them play, which I'll be following very closely.
Thank you very much to both of you.
Thank you very much, Dwight. A reminder again, please raise your hand to indicate if you have any questions for Coach McLaren. Please raise your hand in the chat, and then you'll be identified, and then you can pose your question to Coach. It looks like we have one more from Robert for your second question. Okay, go ahead.
We've double booked your weddings.
What? It's using up all of our sunsets.
Sorry for a little.
Yes, quick one again, Coach. What's the latest? Can you tell us about Mason Greenwood?
Boom. Jesus Christ. Yo, that is a mainstream media in Robert, Robert, climb down off of that tree limb there before you broke your neck. The man name is not Mason Greenwood. What with him? Like the mainstream media, like the man them just out to disgrace themselves. The man just called Mason Greenwood Mason Greenwood.
That Mason wants to
questions for Coach McLaren.
Wait,
please raise your
am I
hand,
alone here? That
and then you'll be identified, and then you can pose your question to Coach. It looks like we have one more from Robert.
Am I alone here? That
for your second question. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, the big man, Robert.
Yes, quick one again, Coach. What's the latest? Can you tell us about Mason Greenwood?
It's the same message
Oh,
from
but Jesus. And I hear this.
6 months ago. We're still waiting for one document to be found, signed. And my indications are that Mason wants to play for Jamaica. And, you know, I think we respect the family's decision at the present moment. We're in their hands, and that's what we're waiting for. But we're in touch all the time with Mason, making sure that.
Yo, Travis Peso, Javon play. Me sending you the link, you know, brother. Me sending you the link. Because we now going to do 10 hours tonight. We're already on the hour mark. Travis Peso, me send you the link. Javon, me send you the link. Cataract, me send you the link.
That he knows and his family knows that we want him here at Jamaica in the campaign for the World Cup.
Thank you, Robert. Let's hear from, I think, Mr. Dixon on Umbrella Sports. Go ahead.
Hi, Simon. Demar here from One Umbrella Sports on behalf of Mr. Dixon. Good morning and good morning, Coach.
Good morning.
Yes, just have a question in regards to Trinidad and Tobago. They have a recently new appointed coach in Dwight York. So we're not sure what to expect from his Trinidad setup. Can you tell us anything in regards to, you know, what you're expecting from him? Also in regards to what he may bring to the Caribbean in regards to high profile managers and what that can do for not only Trinidad football, but for football in the Caribbean as well.
Yeah, when he got the job, I had a good chat with him, and I think it's you know, fantastic for CONCACAF, for the Caribbean, that Dwight comes back and manages the island in which he had so much success. Was a big player, and he's a big player and a big coach. He did very well when he was in Australia, and coming back into this scene, it's great to see. You have to, high profile. I think that's good, but he will bring so much difference already. I've seen what he's doing. If I go back, Trinidad played Cuba while we were playing the US. I watched a couple of them games. They were very organized, played very well against Cuba, won the games. And so we expect a very tough challenge. And Dwight coming in will also add to that experience. So yeah, you're right. It's going to be difficult to prepare, especially for the first game, because we don't know. Is he playing a 5, a 3, a 4, 4-3-3? We don't know what formation. So we just have to focus and concentrate on our squad. And obviously, it'd be great to see Dwight on Thursday and Sunday again.
Yeah, but people, that's it. That's it right there. The coach is going to ramble on. He's going to ramble on. We have Cataract them here. Cataract them will be taking charge from here on out. But we just want to touch on a final thing. We saw Leon Bailey. Before we bring in Cataract them, this is my last point here. We saw Leon Bailey on an interview. Leon Bailey was asked between him and another player, out of the two of them, who show up at training late? Here, Leon Bailey. Leon, the most. Like somebody come in the room and say, who I dunks this man in here? And Leon Bailey him run up. Me. Leon Bailey, you're saying these things on Sky Sports, my brother. You're saying these things on Sky Sports that you are a player who will show up at training late. Them things, they don't look good. That's actually not good for Jamaican players either. Them things, they're not good for Jamaican players. You are the flagship. You are the leader of youths leaving Jamaica and playing at a top club. And them, I guess, who out of the two man, them show up at training late the most. And you, I said, me. All if you know, say you, brother, just pan the next man. Make it go 1-1. Leon Bailey, brother, stop them up your book them. Get some exercise book. name up the little me no remember what them call it. Get some hardcover book, brother. Cause it look like you name up the other book them too easy. Leon Bill, you cannot say them stuff there, bro. You cannot pass Sky Sports and them big channel there. So you are show up at training late. Come on, bro. You need to have some sense. You people are look upon as the youth will left Jamaica and reach probably the highest level. We are play Champions League football. You don't want to say them thing there, bro. With the two wanna agree. Javan Place is here. Cataract is here. Cataract, you can make your introduction as usual, and you guys can, divulge and get into the squad.
Well, before the squad editing, I mean, I didn't watch Leon Bailey interview. I don't have any.
You need mic up, Cataract. You might need to be up or something. You sound a bit low.
My mic is up. You're not hearing me? Are you hearing
You
me?
just are maybe.
Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? Paper, are you hearing me?
You're low.
Cataract? No, I don't go low, but are you hearing Cataract?
We're hearing you, but we usually hear you louder, so that's why we are wondering if you turn down something.
Oh no. So I play a song all week. Big up everybody. But before I get into anything, I wanted to talk about the interview that you just played, the press conference. This is the first time. I see people always say that people want local squad and they want the players born in Jamaica and they want the Jamaican player them to play. You realize at this press conference at the end, I heard for about 2 minutes Simon going, any more questions? Anybody want a question? No more question? Any question? Question? You realize that the journalists them check out?
A journalist in Jamaica. The man just come on and call Mason Greenwood.
Mason Greenwood. Mason Greenwood, you want to know about one?
Yeah, but I'm just saying that this, for me, this press conference was most dismal. Nobody's asking any question. Nobody was interested. One man, Simon, I go, oh, you don't have any question? It's like, normally when we have our full squad comprised of Jamaican-born, English-born, US-born players, Simon have to cut people from ask question. No, only 2 questions, Cataract. Only 2 questions, Cataract. And Cranky have to say, yo, we have an A and B, part A and B, so you can squeeze in an extra question. No, man, I beg man to answer question. The press conference done in 20 minutes, not even half an hour. Just take note of that. I'm going to take note of the stadium. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll try to, but I don't know if I can make the Thursday game. Because, so we're there on the road at Mark Bolden trip when I come off I road. And Friday night, we play at the Cuban Club, 96 Hope Road, Kirico. Saturday night, Kirico. Tuesday night, Taco Thursday. I may run the Cuban, them at Jamaica right now. Buenos dias. Javan, please. What?
But there, man. As you said, the journalists them now have no questions. This is the reality, is, They now watch the local league. That is just the reality. So the coach name is squad. They probably have no idea who 90% of the player them when called name who them. They don't know them. They don't watch the league. Cause normally, as I say, if it was the actual senior team, if you say World Cup qualified, that I hear. What about this player? Why wasn't this player called? Why was this player called? What about? Nobody have a question. When I look for somebody asks why, like, cause Moby United are second. Why say Brian Brown or Owen Guard? We not hear nobody asks about why XYZ players never call or why this.
Why was Brian Guard not in the press conference who picked the team?
Nobody have no question about nothing about the squad itself.
Anybody have a question about the squad? Yeah, brother.
What about Mason Greenwood?
Mason Greenwood.
It's a Mason Greenwood moment.
At the first time here, I thought it was one of the YouTubers. I know, I realized it's a media host.
We couldn't be. I think if don't sue me, Ari for the. I think
I want a YouTube brother. Them.
No question about the squad. Mason Greenwood.
Cataract, listen to the football guru. I say a football guru, brother. The man said no more question than long-winded people trying to trap the coach. or want to seem smarter. Brother, me tell you, say, just come on YouTube to get trouble, bro.
Owen, it's Football Guru that Chronicler was talking to on the stage. Yeah, Football Guru. Go watch my PNP conference and you Chronicler did that talk to. Yeah. Look here. Let's get down to brass tacks. First of all, Marion Garden, when I see you, more like a thing for Javon players and Travis. You see it? You know, when you're there in a school, the only thing left for Marion Garden copy from our video. I copied the name of Cataract and Javon players.
Oh my God.
Hold on. Everything has gone tomorrow. Jesus Christ. Hold on. Oh, we can come on that video. Oh. Yeah, and then when they say Calvin, yeah.
They gone for a second in a Cataract. So you have to go replay tape.
No, may I say, it come in like when the coach said, hello, Marion, you got the squad yet? Marion, like, yeah, you pick the squad. No, Marion, you're picking the squad. The Marion go, Jesus Christ, man, pick the squad. Like God, man, what?
Same just type in sports blem.
Type in sports blem.
I said, what squad did it? See squad.
Squad pick, coach. The squad pick, man. It pick.
Big coach, yeah. It pick it up on YouTube.
It up on YouTube. Coach, the squad up on YouTube, man.
Brother, when I say Daniel agree in that squad, me know say, yeah, don't come and pick his squad.
When Daniel Green give to it.
Daniel Green Gateway. Let me tell you, Daniel Green Gateway. Yeah. So let me start with whatever. I think, and I would have loved to have the marketing manager here because you have to understand. I don't deal with dunceness. You can't go on mobile.
Cataract, is your microphone connected to the headphone?
We not hear you, man. You struggle to hear you.
Headphone. My microphone is not connected to the headphone.
So what? Are you just running the audio straight to the computer?
Yeah, straight to the computer. You're not hearing?
Oh, that's what it is.
Very low.
Yeah, you just sound a little bit low than
Okay,
you
I'll
usually.
I'll speak up.
Yeah,
I'd say
so.
that going to play in Mobile United, me a PNP, I know say if you go a Mobile, you better have Mobile artists, you better have Tammy dub plate, yeah, right minister, squash, because if you don't have them, Mobile don't want to see you. You cannot go to Mobile, and even if it's for the first game, you should have had at least 2 or 3 like a contingent from Mobile United for the man them roll out for them baller, if that's what you're thinking. So it's gonna be interesting to see the support that they get in Montego Bay. Gonna be very, 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 you know. I'm gonna watch and see that.
To be fair, still, I think 2 Mobile United man in our squad, and then another, I think 3 or 4 in a Trinidad squad, So Mobile United will be represented for both countries.
Okay, well, I didn't know about the Trinidad side. Let me say I don't know about the Trinidad side, but I'm interested to see that. Brian Brown, I think you dissected it and said about the age, so I accepted that as well. But I was not able to be there, as Matilda said, over there on the road, out of St. Thomas. I'm never too well. Understand? So here what now? The questions I will ask: Kemar Foster, why was he excluded? Devontae Campbell, why was he excluded?
John Peel said Brian Brown
injured.
He's still injured.
Oh, he's injured.
But John Peel busy Atkinson.
We did not include Brian Brown in our squad that we selected. We didn't.
And we didn't, and we were talking about Busy Atkinson being injured, yet he's there.
I don't know if Busy come back, but last time I checked, he injured. Or maybe they have some information we already have. So I don't know.
When last anybody see Busy Atkinson play in the JPL?
Cavalier play yesterday. Let me go look.
Just looking at the squad, and before that, because I saw an absence of him. I you know. So I would love to know. Overall with the squad, I have to say this. So those are the two big names missing for me. Shaquille Bradford. And I would want to spend some time understanding the exclusion of Shaquille Bradford. People said Cataract don't watch local football and Cataract no rate local player and Cataract no not local players. I have a lot of time for Shaquille Bradford. I have a lot of time for Shaquan Davis. I have some time for Kemar Foster. I think those two goalkeepers for me are some of the exemplary ones in the JPL. What say you, Javon, please? Let's start with Shaquille Bradford.
Well, Shaquille Bradford, what else I know? He harsh, but it's the forward line would that be the hardest one for me. The hardest part of the squad for me. Because a whole heap of centre forwards and a whole heap of wingers where they do well in the league. So me not too cry over Shaquille Bradford not being included. Like you have Calvin, Shanil Thomas, Edwards, who else get called for forward again. But basically, a whole heap of the forward line, all of the players up there, they play good and they score goals. So he harsh, but saying get excluded, but and I error for me. Personally, I feel like Foster should have ended over Benjamin Williams.
No, I'm hearing that Foster. I'm hearing that Foster broke his finger.
Oh,
so
all right.
I didn't know that.
Me didn't know that neither. Well, that makes sense then. Because to me, Foster and Shaq are the only two righty Jamaican keepers in the league. The rest of them no make one, in my opinion. Foster and Shaq are the only two competent keepers, Jamaican keepers in the league.
Sports on the Ball says Bradford has more goals than Edwards.
Yeah, Bradford have more goals than Edwards, really, yes. But I don't know. First, I think my bias. Me rate Edwards. Me rate when he look as a centre forward. He have great movement in the box, and he look like he can kick. He have a shot on him. Me rate Edwards over Bradford. It take a little while because at the second division, Mount Pleasant by Edwards Terminal come to the JPL. So it take a little while for like settling. But once in settling, I think I like 4 or 5 matches in a row now. He must score a goal. You go up on a run and a score, and he look good as a centre forward. So he could have swapped two of them. It no matter to me, but me not have an issue with Edwards over Bradford. I think Edwards have like 8 goals and Bradford have 9 goals. So and I really like a whole heap of goals more. 1 goal they separated two of them. So yeah, me not really have an issue with Edwards over Bradford. It could be either or.
Okay. I am the one crying for.
What more that?
And we have
I'm surprised with still
Sports as well with us here.
Sports, big up yourself.
He's also very versed on the JPL. Continue, Javon.
What I'm gonna say is
go ahead, Javon. Sorry, I'm mute.
What I'm gonna say is me more surprised with Daniel Green inclusion.
I'm surprised.
If anything,
we never reach yet, man.
They have him listed as a midfielder, but I know him as a winger or a forward. I don't know why he listed as a midfielder.
He is a winger.
But if anything, but I drop him and Kia Bradford, Daniel Green. Drop Daniel Green and Kia Bradford.
And Cataract, I want to ask everybody on the panel, why is Jamaica so hell-bent on always carrying 1 million defenders?
I don't know.
I'm just not grasping the idea or the concept of carrying so much defenders all the time.
Well, the thing is, you have to carry left-footed defenders, right-footed defenders, and then you have to carry left back and right back, wing backs. So,
how much defenders in our team? In our squad, I know it's.
I think it's a more balanced thing. Daniel Green for me should have sit this one out. I believe Devontae Campbell is a better player, but there's another panelist on here. So I would love, firstly you said Shaquille, there's another panelist.
Let me tell you the number of defenders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 defenders. So that's almost a starting lineup of defenders.
11 out of 28.
Out of 28.
So it's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah. Bomb Sport, you here?
Yeah, man, I'm there, bro. Good afternoon to you and good afternoon to your parents.
What you think? You think Bradford was Cataract is saying that Bradford deserved a look in?
It kind of depends because Bradford is not playing as a centre forward, it's actually playing as a winger. And I don't think he's gonna make the squad ahead of the wingers that were selected. Probably could have made it above Arboin, but Arboin is a true and true winger, and Bradford is I don't know. I guess maybe they decided to just pick Arboin in this instance. He's been playing well, but Bradford is not playing as a centre forward, he's playing as a winger. So I think probably that maybe worked against him, although he's been scoring some goals. And Daniel Green has been playing as a number 10, actually. So he's not playing as a winger for Mount Pleasant since the season started.
That's true, yeah.
So maybe that's why he got selected there.
Devontae
Campbell seems to be carrying an injury because he hasn't featured in the last couple of matches. As in, not he has featured, but he has come off the bench really. But I think he's carrying an injury though, because I remember maybe a few weeks ago they said he had a toe injury. So even when they played Cavalier, he didn't play because he was injured. I'm not sure if he played the last match against Veer, but I know he was carrying an injury from then. Similar to Brian Brown, who has a nasty ankle injury. I heard you guys mention Kemar Foster, but he broke his finger in the game against Harborview. So
yeah, Travis Paseo informed us about that.
Yeah, he'll be out for another month. So yeah, I thought Roger Williams from Arnett could have been selected over Benjamin Williams, but I guess the powers that be saw different. But I thought.
What about Marshall and those guys? And
Marshall is just coming back from an injury. He did a surgery as well.
Marshall injured, I think, in that first game of the season, and just a comeback,
Yeah, he did a surgery,
Yeah, for the surgery.
I thought the coach included Magee, and he's stuck in reverse. Ronaldo Biggs is spoken of highly, but his production is not there this season. What the panels think about Ronaldo Biggs? I think a lot of you guys are high on Ronaldo Biggs.
He misses a lot of chances, but he's a good player though. But he really does miss a lot of chances.
Mm-hmm.
He really does miss a lot of chances. I think if his conversion rate was better, he probably would have been in double digits in terms of goals. Same for Warner Brown. I think they miss a lot of chances. Warner Brown is, I think he's second or third in the goal scoring thing, or maybe fourth. He's on 9 goals but he misses a lot of chances as well. So those things go against them.
So I would want to talk about the number 10 position. Peter McGregor.
Peter McGregor just started back in the Premier League. He started in January.
Yes.
He only scored 2 goals though, even though he's played like maybe 4 or 5 games. But he just came back from Ireland in January, so I don't think he would be in contention for this squad.
Looking to see if the
so you are saying Peter McGregor didn't, as a body of work, doesn't have a better body of work at number 10.
Like 5 games. Peter McGregor is playing as a striker, not a number 10.
Originally, I know Peter McGregor as an attacking midfielder. I don't know if
he's
maybe
not. He's a striker. He's a
striker, man.
But he was away in Ireland, and I don't know what happened. And he's back. He's at Molynes actually.
No, I know where he is. I've seen him in a couple of the televised games. I only watch the televised games.
Yeah, so I don't think he would have been in contention for this squad.
But
Biggs
Biggs
only
now,
played about 4 or 5 games.
My thing with Biggs is this, and then I give him a view on a national team. First, I believe Biggs went overseas.
Yeah, he went to
and got deported back to the JPL.
Manning Cup.
Same man get deported.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he went to NK Domzali.
Yeah, we know, man. You over there for a little while. But I see him thing with Warner Brown. Warner Brown went overseas same way and came back.
I am wary of the players that go to the higher level, don't make it and have to come back. I always tell you I'm wary of them. Because I have a lot of respect for those players who go into difficult environments, unfamiliar environments. Like Shaquille, the youth from Stats. Who people don't talk about. But yes,
Is there any schoolboy? Is there any schoolboy there, Cataract? And big up yourself, Willie Bob, in the place. Big up yourself.
I don't think so. I'm going to ease out now. Who are the two players who went to Brazil? There were two players, young players that went to Brazil.
Shantamoy Taylor one next one. Shantamoy Taylor play for Dunby Wallen. He came back and I played for Dunby Wallen.
Actually,
Well, he left Dunby Wallen since January, right?
Yeah, he's at Arnett Gardens now.
Yeah.
Who was the second one? I don't know why I have it in my head that it was Biggs, but I may be wrong. I know Biggs went away.
No, Biggs went to Europe. I don't remember the other one, but I know Shantamoy Taylor went.
Right. So Taylor, these players who have gotten opportunities, who have been scouted by overseas clubs, I would have wanted to see them in and around it.
At least see them why they are being scouted.
Scouted overseas, right? And in terms of body of work, when I speak like Peter McGregor, I believe that those players who were in and around the team before, the coach should have gotten an opportunity to see those players. But I will go to the game. I encourage Jamaicans to come to the game. That's an international thing. But I will ease up. I'm going to pour Jay Taylor. You know, we have to do the original and we have to big up the original Who Make You Rum. Yeah. This is a Friday. People hit the like button. Cataract have it. You see the dent in that, it's in the dent in that buckle. You see the dent in that buckle. Right. Put it in, I feel like I'm match there drinking rum and coconut water and lick to there. Yeah.
Yeah. Willie Bob, you can unmute your mic. I know you are big on the schoolboy footballers. Are you a bit disappointed that there wasn't? I was expecting at least one or two schoolboys in there. You guys know of any? Your mic is muted now, Willie Bob. Your mic is muted. Are you guys disappointed that? I'm kind of disappointed that even one or two schoolboy could have made it. Just not say they're gonna make the team, so they at least get you can look at them. What do you think? Willie Bob drop off, so I'm talking to the rest of the people on the panel. What do you guys think? You think there should be at least?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Tell them, yeah. Because you should have transitioned from schoolboy into the JPL.
Well,
the thing is, the JPL are evolving, in my opinion. One time the JPL went just full of be old man. Now you have a lot of, so that's why you see more schoolboy that get a chance because I just old man they have to pick from in the JPL. But now you have more and more young players that perform in the JPL and that play good. So I think that will cause if you see less and less players that move straight from schoolboy football into the national team because now you have a good crop of youngsters in the league that play and play well.
Okay. Yeah, Willie Bobby, look like your thing is moving Bobby right now. I don't know what's going on. It's moving a bit Bobby. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're muted, no Cataract.
So what that Willie look like in a ganja farm, but look like
just like you look like you're at a rum bar.
It's not a rum bar. Look at that. Rum bar. To bring the bar on the foot.
All right. Well, let me bring the ganja field to my foot.
Yeah. So from paraphernalia talk now. Let's get back on the football. Yeah, Willie Bob, you're a big schoolboy football fan, you watch every schoolboy game. Which player you think deserved a call up out of the schoolboy football for you?
Well, look, going through the league and watching, say, Jano, it come like never stick out. Never stand out in my eye. I never see nothing stand out, really. What could I say? That player there or them player there, That look at you, they're from JC, that Phoenix reject. Yeah.
John.
Yeah, the Phoenix tech. It look like a good potential youth. And the youth there's a youth from Garvey Masio from the Cubans. Yeah. he's playing at Mainz, I think. Yeah. Yet still, you know, the development of the ball of them in Jamaica kind of limited. And so, you know, even though we see potential, but we know them have some way to go. Them still have some way to go. So at this time, I could have said, yeah, I could have leave it to next year. Yeah, let them get a little experience. Who can play JPL, and get a little more experience, little more development in them football. You know, so yeah, I have to leave it there, sir. Yeah, we're the school youth them concerned. You know, we're the school youth them concerned. I have to leave it there, sir.
But more importantly, Willie Bob, Robinho Gordon, wouldn't you consider him
Oh, you know, so I forget that you. Yeah. I must knock my head for the one. That you, there is a standout because I've seen him play the Manning Cup, and I've seen a little bit of him at Veer. I've seen some of him at Veer. So yeah, I could have given Firmino guy. Yeah, thumbs up. Nice one, Cataract. Yeah, nice one.
I mean, I know it, but some other man did mention him in the chat, to be transparent.
Yeah, man, it's a real standout. It means that there is a real standout. And I mean, even at Veer, we can see him real standout. You know, him real standout. Him is a standout. Yes. I forgot with you, Cataract. Even though we don't take the same vibes thing, but I forgot with you. You drink and I burn. So I forgot with you. Go. Yeah, me blaze the fire and you out. Me blaze the fire and you out.
People say it's so rump on fire,
more fire.
So.
I'm more, you know, so I'm more fire that. You know, I'm more fire. So with I'm more fire. You know, so we're good to go. Robinho Garden, undoubtedly. Yeah, man.
Let me ask the man.
I've seen him score a few goals for Veer too. So yeah, man.
I think he scored in this last round. If I'm not mistaken.
Him always, but I want to tell you, I wouldn't be surprised if at this time I haven't done the detail, but I would be surprised if he's the leading goal scorer for Veer, and he's not a forward per se.
Really? Wow.
Go ahead. It's not exactly hard to be the leading goal scorer for Veer. You know what I mean?
But the thing we did see from relegation because me I say Harborview and Umberland are so bad. But me go check the table and I want to find Harborview that behind Veer. Veer go get relegated. The Harborview straight
I don't want to put a bad mouth on Veer, you know, because I'm a local side, and the side where me support. Because me kind of have a base near to Veer, so you know, yeah. We kind of give Veer, we have a little soft spot for Veer.
So, respect all of the team in the Premier League, but let me say something. There's a thing when we are playing sound, you know, and a man say 45 shot lock. Chatting's done. I think, Mr. Graig Butler, you have to pull on your big boy pants. Yeah. Because I listened again the interview, looking out for players, having relegation from a local domestic league on their resume does not make them, put them in a good light for. So I think you should utilize the rest of the transfer window along with some of the money, the Phoenix money, and acquire. Is certainly the goal scorer.
Well,
I think he needs a goalkeeper, and I believe that they need a left back and a centre back. Those four positions. I watched the game. I mean, they concede goals like, you know, they just open like one girl.
Well, the transfer window is closing today, so I don't know how much of it he can utilize.
Oh, I thought it was the third. It's not. It isn't aligned with the Europe's transfer window.
Yes, the 31st. Today's the 31st.
I think, but I thought you had up to Monday to complete the transfers.
No. At 12 tonight, any player who's not transferred cannot be transferred. And he also just signed a goalkeeper as well, so I don't.
So he has dealt with the goalkeeper issue. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so let's do it how we normally do it. But I'm gonna downgrade the squad because it's a domestic squad. Normally we'd say what the grade of the squad from 1 to 10. What would you rate this squad going round the bend, starting from Bam Sport? Well, no, starting from Willie Bob, Bam Sport, then Javon plays, and then.
All right, say we squad about a 8. I get a 8, I really get a 8. Because I think most of the players that we would expect to be there, they're actually there. Who left out? I think they're more or less compensated for by those who have been selected. Is it true that Magee was added to the...
Well, I can't comment on the Magee situation.
I don't know.
I surely saw a video. So I don't know if Magee gone across the border, but it was safe. I don't know if I true Mexico him gone, but me not really get the airport vibes. Because me did see my plane on Copasha. You never watch it? You never watch it? But see, that's the thing with social media, guys. These men that live on social media, people actually watch. You know what I mean? Yeah. Bam Sport, what is your grading of the squad, 1 to 10? All things considered.
All right, so I'm kind of very, you'd say now, kind of very measured when it comes down to talking about reggae boys and stuff for varying reasons, which I won't get into. But I would say based on what I've seen,
you're part of the coaching staff.
No, but there are certain people who. Let me just not get into that. But anyways, I would say my rating of the squad, based on the players selected and based on my whole viewing of the league, I would say the squad is a 8. I would say 8 is a fair. Well, no, 7.5. I'd say 7.5 is a fair rating. There are 1 or 2 players that I thought could have been there who are not. But as it relates to the goalkeeping thing, though, I really thought Roger Williams could have been there. But I think when all things considered, when you have Jamali Wade, who is possibly going to play one of those games, or maybe both of them, or at least starting them, and then they invited young Joshua Grant, who was in the last under-20, who's a promising little young goalkeeper. I guess you could say I'm not too. And then Kemar Pasta is injured, and then you have Shakwan, who is there in and around the senior team as well. So maybe it doesn't really make a big difference then. So signals me that the transfer window closed Monday.
Europe,
me knows that Jamaica want to close today. So
Jamaica
sure.
So
I'm thinking maybe you have up until Monday to. Me know the Jamaica window closed today, 31st.
It's a different one because I know the Saudi window go on like a week after or something like that.
Yeah, I think different associations or federations have different times because like in the MLS and the USL go up until like February, March. So I know the Jamaica one is losing today though.
So how does that work? The Jamaican window close and then the MLS window not close, and if MLS want a player, how does that work?
Then can get him from Jamaica.
You can acquire him same way.
Oh, okay.
Similar to how sometimes our players leave and go play in like Antigua. And like the summer Antigua window, when our window closed like September, Antigua window closed like October. So them can take players from Jamaica or even Guyana. So it's a similar thing.
Travis Peseo, don't worry about such man. Ignore him. Javon plays 1 to 10. You must say a score on
When I say I get a 8. It's a good squad overall.
I mean, there's also one player in that squad who is not in Jamaica now, you know. I don't know if he'll be here back in that time, you know. Because he's on a trial. And at least one of the players who are there as well is going away on a trial. So
Which player that night in Jamaica?
Arbon is not in Jamaica.
Oh.
He's in the Americas on a trial.
Okay. Well, yeah, as I was saying, I would give it that 8.
Hold on. MLS trial or Bush League?
I think it's a USL trial, he's on.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Gordon should be leaving as well on a trial too. So, and that's on Gordon should be going to Portugal in a few days. So, I guess we'll see.
Yes, we will see. But we will see. Javon, please, you were explaining your 8.
Yeah, I would give it a 8. How am I say now? So personally, as I said, I'm about youth. So I want to say, for instance, Sule never forget call. Sule around 32. Could I give another a young defender a spot over Sule who have potential? There's this guy from Racing, Markovic Brown, I think in name. But I probably give him a look in over a player like Sule. Not saying that Sule no good enough, but I'm just about youth. There's more potential in or more the youth them calling up a youngster I think would bear more fruit for the national program versus calling up a player past 30.
Yeah, but Markovic has been in for a while too, you know, so you have to give and take that.
Well, yeah, that is fair. But I'm just saying, but I would just prefer to see maybe another young defender over one of the older players. But overall, it's a good squad. If I'm gonna nitpick, as I said, probably 1 and 2 players, but I swap. But yeah, it's a good squad overall. I'm gonna eat a 8. 8 out of 10.
So my rating of the squad, and excuse I think the ladies them there, so call it copy play them, you know. I have a question for the man them who are so them there. Can make a man them see the lady them because someone are too big. My rating of the squad will be 6. Right? The absence of Shaquille Bradford is unnerving to me. He's a player that I have watched in the league, and I like his attitude. I like his approach on the field. And I was looking forward to seeing him in the national colors. I'm not convinced about Ronaldo Biggs. Somebody has pointed out the number of chances he missed. But those players who have went up to a higher level and sent right back do concern me as to whether you have the international football pedigree, right? I can't see where the goals are going to come from. I really can't see. Somebody can mute the mic, please. They have a TV on the background. Right? I can't see where the goals are going to come from. That worries me. So I'm looking like a 0-0 or a 1-0. I mean, which is where we were a year ago on the Hallgrimson playing against Trinidad. So I don't think that we would see the progression. So I took off some points because, I mean, a really important player is not there for me. And the absence of Devante Campbell. So right there and then they dropped down to about a 7 or so. And then I thought we really missed the opportunity of what we did on the Hallgrimson, which is to bring about 3 or 4 of our academy players out of England to integrate with the larger domestic squad. I think that is a missed opportunity. So, for example, from the under 20, I would certainly have loved to see how Malachi Welch would have acquitted himself in a difficult position that we don't have a lot of depth in the CDM position, right? I would have loved to see that, and I'd love to see how Delano Splat is progressing. Dante Casanova in the midfield area, especially where we are having difficulty with the senior team. I'd have loved to see those young men brought in on the reference. I think that would have made me feel a bit more balanced in terms of the development of the team. Honestly, out of this team, for me, Shaquan Davis is going to be in the next Reggae Boy squad, and Jashawn Anglin is going to be in and around the next Reggae Boy squad. I'm trying hard to see who is the third player who would make their name. Javon, what is your take? No, Modest it's not an international window. Alger is not an international window, so Modest. But go ahead, Alger. Go ahead, Javon.
Calvin is the one I'm looking forward to seeing the most. He's a good player in my opinion. I know where the goal is. So hopefully he can make him stand out in these 2 games. Calvin Wells. And the right back from Veer, Robina Garden. He's another one as well. I'm interested to see how well he plays at this level. Those are the 2 players specifically I'm going to be watching. I got a match on Mobi. I'm not coming on Kingston. But yeah, Robina Garden and Calvin are the 2 players I want to see specifically to see how well they perform at this level.
Okay. Maybe they're gone. Yeah, that's a decent enough. But I think we already have one sort of inexperienced up and coming right back in Lembekisi. Right back for me. All efforts must go into recruiting Max Aarons. Max, what go on over Spain? All efforts must go into recruiting Max Aarons to take the starting position and allow Lembekisi to develop. That's not a position I'm worried about. I know I can say this proudly. I know Max is a youth that, yeah, me and him reason time to time, and is a youth who want to play for Jamaica. You know, big up himself. I hope he gets it over the line. But the Calvin, because I know that we definitely don't have an answer to Michael Antonio's absence. I would agree with you that I'd want to see if, as a striker, he could step up and play his way into the picture. You know, I'm not convinced or sold on Romario Williams. I think he's several levels below Antonio. Does a job or gives his effort when he comes to play for Jamaica, so respect him for that. But as the man to lead the line and attract double team and, you know what I mean, drive fear in the heart of the opposition, I don't see that. I really think that that's the biggest void in the national team right now. Get well, Antonio, Michael Antonio, anywhere you're there. You understand? Yeah. So we gave our scores. Expectations. What do you expect? What do you expect in Montego Bay? Next Thursday.
Just hope them play a good game of football.
Oh, no, but that's what you hope. What do you expect? You're not get where you're Jabba. You're not get where. What do you expect? What result do you expect?
Result.
Result-wise.
So the thing, you know, this Trinidad team they're coming out, it's basically them senior team minus a couple players, you know. So it's not going to be as easy as some people think. They're getting they might bring them players who they have over Canada and then USL players. So only players we're missing out of the Trinidad team is the few we're playing Europe. So it's not gonna be as easy as some people might think. But still, may I say 2-1 Jamaica.
Wow. I believe 0-0. That's what I see. I think with a local based squad and a local based squad, I think it's a flip of a coin. When Jamaica really steps ahead is when we have our senior professionals in the team. I want to move on to what Jean-Pierre fan just mentioned. Why the bomb clot are we only having players for 2 days? And if you remember, I kept asking, when is the camp? And nobody not take, everybody have gone around cataract. Why would we have players for 2 days over whom we have control? Answer that, Javon.
No sense that don't make. And it coach basically said Meran pick his squad. So why Meran couldn't have a camp with them once a week, 2 times a week. No sense to make at all.
No sense.
I can't answer that.
Fully done. So I am very disappointed. So for the bootlickers and the JFF bootlickers, I mean, it's worse than last year because Algrimson didn't have them for camp. Remember, Algrimson didn't have a defenders camp. Then he didn't have a strikers camp, a defenders camp out in St. Mary. Then he didn't have a strikers camp up at UA. Remember, good man. And then he didn't have a goalkeeping camp. And at that point, we barely able to. We were just one goal better than Trinidad. So what is this 2 games something 2 day? Basically, Trinidad are gonna be more prepared than we.
Trinidad has been playing
That's
friendlies.
right. That's right.
They played, I think,
That's
Saudi
right.
Arabia or Qatar the other day. So they have been playing these unofficial friendlies.
Qatar will play anybody, you know. And Qatar people pay you for playing them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Once they need it, the match, they need a match. They pay for come play them, man.
They pay you for come play them. Remember, say they want you to play them like Jamaica, you know.
They have everything.
Everything. And give you money too and things. So I don't know, bro. Willie Bob, talk to me about the preparation. Your views on the preparation.
As usual, it's business as usual, nothing new. You know, because we know over the years we always lack preparation. When the teams go away and in competitions, you can almost predict what the coach is gonna say when they come back from a disappointing engagement overseas. Lack of preparation time. That's it. You know, call the punchline for every coach who go away with a Jamaica team. You know, most part. You know, the preparation preparation leave a lot to be desired. You know. So at the same time, with the you know, we have to just depend on the quality that we have. And out of, I can't say, you know, the most I can see is draw. It's a draw. Maybe a 1-1 draw there. And maybe a 1-0 with Jamaica in a Kingston. Not more than that, because the chemistry and you know, and the cohesiveness to get that all together in a 2 days of preparation is. I personally don't think that's good enough. And I think we can. And wait, why to that? Why could I see it that way? Is because when I look at everything, I think more can be done and do better than that. You know, we can really do better than that. So, you know, I'm kind of a bit disappointed in that area, the preparation area. I'm kind of a bit disappointed there.
So Nitro, I want to answer Nitro, and it's not it pains me to say anything. The man with the underscore name underscore. Look here, don't tell me foolishness. Last year, Hal Grinson worked out an arrangement where he had the players for 2 days for the week, not the whole squad of players. And he did specialist training with them. They didn't play the practice games, but then he would have a bigger squad contingent. The arrangement was made with the JPL for the release of their players outside of the match day window. So don't come here and chat foolishly. Some of us been watching the football. Nitro, you have a sort of different take on it. But the whole reason for developing on the island squad is so that you can mitigate against the circumstances that may come up when you have an international window. So for me, the basis of having this squad would be to gel the team. Sorry about that, gentlemen. Ladies, them are cut now. So I have to get a little money for God coronation in the morning. So I disagree. I think the emphasis should be on passing on the coach's philosophy, which you cannot do in 2 days. And I also believe on gelling a local domestic-based team, which I don't think you can do in 2 days. All right. Bye. So yeah. So we have the clean clothes boss is here. So which topic are you jumping in on? Let us give him his full run of the questions. Rate the squad 1 to 10 first to begin.
All right, so for me, the squad to me is just like I think Javon would say. There are some players who would have interchanged. Markovic was one of those players. I think Javon had mentioned it, but I think because of it previously and he just came back, that's resulted in him not being called up or being one of those players that were looked upon. And have been expectation to see some other players. I think Ketara could have touched on that, like the Casanovas and those guys. So in that sense, there's a disappointment there. But I feel like the players that have been selected from the Jamaica Premier League are in actuality the players that have been performing on the best possible. Them are the best players that I have seen. There's a couple of players that I've spoken about that I see in the team, which is like a Robina Garden, Christopher Ainsworth, Kyle Ming, those players I would have mentioned, and I saw they selected those players. We already know the goalkeeper Davis, so I think for the most part, it's a reflection on what Mount Pleasant is doing in the league, because Mount Pleasant themselves have 8 players in the team. So that's what 8 players in the team, and I think they have 1 player playing for Trinidad as well. So it just shows to me like the balance in terms of what the type of players that they have selected, and they are in fact the best bunch of what is in the JPL right now. So I wouldn't really knock them in that sense. I think there's true players from in America system that's in the team as well. So that's my rating on the team. In terms of my expectation for the team, given the short win.
Hold on, CC, you were asked for a number from 1 to 10. You don't want to give me the number.
I said 8. I said 8.
Oh, 8. You're joining the 8 crew. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even hear it.
I think,
give 8.
I mean, if I should look for it, I could say it was 7, but you know what I just say. But for me, Cataract, the glaring thing about the press conference thing, I'm gonna have a touch upon it, because my thing is that we all say one Jamaica, but then it is which Jamaica? If a squad is being picked for the Jamaica national team, irrespective of how the squad if what the squad is being picked is predominantly local players, we already know. Why is it that you'd have persons look like they're not interested in it?
Because
So it
they're
just
not
shows
interested.
me that they're not. Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Because they're not interested.
Yeah, but I'm saying that they're not really one Jamaica. They're just which Jamaica. That's what that's what they shows me about some people. They're which Jamaica.
No, CC, what it is that your myth that the majority of Jamaicans want to see a squad full of domestic players and Jamaican born. That is not the truth. So I mean, the press conference. I'm glad I'd spoken it before.
No,
I'm glad you
I
brought it up
never
again.
said.
At one point in time, I
I'm
bear
saying
crickets. If at night time I hear I bear crickets in I hear.
no, but what may I say to you, say, yeah, but I'm saying to you that not saying that I don't think a lot of Jamaicans want a predominantly base squad. People always talk about other players, Christo J. Daly, other local players, Shakwan Sashwell. My argument is that if it's Jamaican team that is being picked, even if your player is not picked, Ketara, that if your player is not picked, you don't have no interest in the team. No, but I'm saying in the press conference, they are there in the press conference. They don't have no
But were you there in the
interest
press
in it.
conference? Were you in the press conference?
I came at the end of the press
Were
conference.
you in the press conference?
At the end. I had a meeting before.
I had a meeting prior.
So so that is coming like when the teacher said, "Where your homework?" They say, "The dog eat my homework." I have a prior meeting. See. I have a prior meeting. See. Prior meeting. Prior meeting. Oh, hallelujah. Oh, see. If they coming at the end, when Simon did that beg people down on him knees.
No, when we come, Simon said,
Why
"Oh,
you never
that
ask
is
a
it.
question?
That is it." But I say when
Because there
I
was
came
about
in the
3-4
meeting,
minutes
Simon,
of silence, like people are looking on people. And by the way, we spoke about the professionalism of Jamaica. Why are you in some liquor room with the whole sunlight and clear and everything? Like seriously? And in every minute, Simon, if Adidas a come on and come off, if like a piece of air and come up, go down. That's the $9.95 that people are gonna pay for streaming. Yo, don't get me started. Don't get me
to be
started.
honest,
I don't get cataract going, you know. No, I'm
yeah,
dry
but
mouth.
to be honest though, like I'm just looking forward to the game to see some of the like you have players who I think they're going to try and go out there and put on a show and see, get yourself highlighted so the coach can say, we probably take a look at this player in the upcoming serious, semi-serious game against St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Yes, the semi-serious game against the St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So, I mean,
Did you just refer
I
to
still
a
feel
World Cup qualifier as semi-serious? Hold on. Did you just refer to a World Cup qualifier as
it's not a
semi-serious?
World Cup qualifier, Scott. It's not a World Cup qualifier.
A nation
I'm
league.
talking about the CONCACAF something there, playoff something.
Yeah. Okay. A competitive game you're referring to. You're driving me to drink season.
No, Katara, the thing about it is now, I'm gonna tell you. First of all, I don't think we should have been playing no playoff game for going to the World Cup. I just start they bamboozled us because them listen to this carefully, Katara. The League B got an automatic spot in the Gold Cup. And we are in League A, and because we jump out of the quarterfinals, we have to play a playoff. So how do you give an automatic spot to a team in a league below us and tell us that we have to go to the playoffs? That's like qualifying a championship team to the Champions League and the Premier League team have to go playoff.
So, CC, we knew the rules before. We should have won our bloody games. Those draw matches that we draw in the stadium, I think, against Cuba and them foolish some little idiot result that we got take up. That's the reason why we ended up playing United States.
No.
That's the reason why we ended up playing United States. You understand? You know the rules before, so you can't cry about them. No come in the Ange Pascaloglu business. I come ball. You know the rules.
My thing about it is that the rules should have never been changed, Ketara.
No, the stadium pitch is not ready. And I don't think the stadium, but you know how much people there at Freedom Street? We think we now see back the stadium till the World Cup qualifier. Freedom Street. Yeah. They have a pitch there. I don't even think them have no pitch there. If you ask me,
So why they never keep freedom? Why they never keep free? Right, I know said as I said, they make rule and we have to abide by it. Some rules if you call it out for what it is, man, it's BS. Even if you want to say to abide by it, it's BS. It's BS, but anyway, but not even I won't digress on that.
Right, so I just think that. So the team. What result do you expect
for the team
next Thursday? What's the result?
The result.
We don't know who drop out. You know, because Jamaica have a team where everybody drop out and man they are firing and man I tell us a man they are yard man go through.
Yeah. I expect a competitive game amongst the two teams and possibly 2-1 Jamaica winning. But I expect a competitive game against both teams and players wanting to case their talent. So a 2-1 in the first leg and in the second, yeah.
I don't appreciate for the second leg yet because you know a lot of things can change between now and the following Sunday. So 2-1, right? I stick to my nil.
Yeah, but I think Trinidad is a balanced opponent because I think we both share the same amount of victories, the same amount of losses, same amount of draws. We're level, if I'm not mistaken, and 26 apiece and 11 draws in between us. So I mean, it's not like either of us have been dominant. So I just expect a competitive fixture given the players at our disposal and given the players at their disposal, and I can possibly pull out a 2-1 win.
Willie Bob, do you think the coach understands the seriousness of the rivalry with Trinidad? Is there any rivalry? Or is this just the whole dancehall artists, them dancing and soca rhythm like Ding Dang and Beanie and them something? There's no more rivalry.
I'm not so sure that the coach is really into the culture, into the culture of the Caribbean culture in terms of the rivalry. I hear him talk about Dwight York, for instance, and I'm looking forward to seeing Dwight York, which could suggest some acquaintance with Caribbean vibe. Yet, in terms of rivalry with Trinidad, nah, he's not there yet. It's not there.
You would have coached
the White York. It's not a Manchester United reunion, brother.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
The rum busted on my head now. I think that Willie Bob, the rum busted on my head. Coach, you come for the press conference and chat a bag of when I go so. This is not.
Yeah, I talk about
happy to see Dwight York and you bring him some Scottish pudding or whatever the backside of the eat of Manchester.
I'm talking about Dwight York like it's not. Like that's the occasion, or that is a major part of the.
We don't like Dwight York, boy.
Yeah, man, him coach Dwight.
Not like Dwight York, boy. Yeah, we don't rate Dwight York, boy. Yeah, we don't like Russell Latapi, boy. Yeah, we don't like none of them. John, whatever turn, John. We don't like them around here. Yes. Okay, coach. Hope you see that.
Cataract. What do you think will help the coach? Some of your stuff or some of my stuff?
Right now. Watch a thing I did. We watch an interview with Hector, Michael Hector. And the longest him reach and don't talk the language because the people never look out for hear because of basic car. Look like he need the grades and the rain. Yeah. No.
Look like I might have to go around the coach and go blow some smoke pan him, you know.
Come on, we have to do that. We have to do that, coach. Coach, you miss it.
Yeah, the coach, I forget. And I suppose he shouldn't be too surprised because he should be aware of our Jamaican thing. So, you know, yeah, I think he want to pick one of the elder them just dry chalice and just cloud him up, you know. Yeah, give him a little touch.
Yeah, man. It might forget Cloudy. Wasn't the best moment. I hope that on the field it's different. I certainly didn't like that answer about Mason Greenwood. I mean, by now, 2 yard girl supposed to simmer me, and when she come at the hairdresser, nobody now do her ear. When she go for do her nails, nobody now do her nails till she sign a piece of paper. Yeah. Okay. Because I don't believe that the JFF understands the significance of. I don't want it to get swept up in the full stadium that they saw in November, because that can go away very quickly in the twinkling of an eye.
So true.
In the twinkling of an eye. Because right now, Jamaica, them not really depend on reggae boys, you know. All the minister cut left on in the comments. Position they had netball, I talk about netball at the Jamaican national sport. She say it out there about. She basically say, yo, love football. And she don't even know about track and field. Worse yet, cricket. And netball, the people, them think, brother, them bag of restriction they want to bring come give the fans them at the stadium. JFF, tap it. And netball is the Dutch part cover them out, the hand them out, the whistle them out, and the paper them out, the safa out, everybody out and stunting. There's oh, you can't come here. And you harass the people them. The people them are turn up in the aisle. The people them are sit down on top of the back of the seat them. Some man in the sky. And Jamaica does a beat South Africa, but yeah, they understand the relationship that you have to have with the Jamaican culture and the fans. People were unruly. We just love our thing different. And the netballers, bro, I watched 45 minutes of netball. Man, and guess what? In one of the games, them some JPL games that go on, man, I touch grass. Some nice leg girl in a little shot, something. Boy, some nice brown in the night team. The people have a formula, brother. But more than that, when you hear and a Molly Roan anymore, Simone Forbes and the other coach, Trisha, somebody, when you hear them talk about the fans, genuine. I don't know if they catch that with Bob. You know what I mean? Like them genuinely love the fans and them love the vibe and the player. Them talk about the 12th man. Bro, it was wonderful. A big moment for Jamaica. Whitewash South Africa.
Ketara, I don't know where you're going with that argument. Is it possible that you could go? You're going down the road where the commitment of the coach is suspect?
No. I'm saying that without understanding the culture, when you understand the culture, you can appeal to the fan base.
Yeah, without the understanding. Without the overstanding of the culture, that could affect the commitment of the coach.
I don't question the coach's commitment. I don't think he has been immersed sufficiently. Part of it because he doesn't reside in Jamaica full time, so maybe.
So are you still giving him time? You're still giving him some time?
I'm giving him the time. I said I'm willing to give him up to the World Cup qualifiers. See how he performs in the Gold Cup. Nitro, the two English-born girls integrated in the squad, they played well. Everybody in the Jamaican team played well.
Yeah.
And nobody was saying English-born and English-based and English reject and none of them something. The girl them welcome, the yard girl them. Only for the girl, the Jamaican girl, she was talking with Australian accent. The shooter.
But yeah, the fan base, man. But some people that's a hypocrite. And when time them get called out, they want to come body up and bully and talk some thing. Them a hypocrite. So that's why I'm always telling them a hypocrite. Like they know who they are. Like them destroy and chastise certain players. So them create they create the animosity within the football space.
So you know, so you're not gonna plant gungo line, CC, because you are on this thing where one place must be reserved for a player from the JPL, because, and I'm not on that. I am saying if you're good in the JPL,
I never
you want to
said that.
become a professional
I never said
footballer,
that.
go out and get yourself out of Jamaica into a professional league, from a semi-professional league, get the necessary development, and come back and represent your country. There have been too many examples of that working for players. Should Javon East have been called up on his way to Israel? Probably not. Probably not.
Like me not care, like for me, you know, Conrad Smith. I don't care what people want to say for CC, SR, but you don't know, brother. Me know what the hypocrite them already, you know, brother. Me see it, you know.
But CC,
Me catch a man, me catch
whenever
a
you
man
start,
call. Well, I not me catch a man call Richard King, false prophet, you know, and come on YouTube, come say me a tell lie upon him, you know. On YouTube, him do a video say Richard Prophet. Through the youth have one little game when people say, yo, your man, you know, say you look like him. He gave a good account of himself. How dare you say that? So I don't care nobody want to say, brother. We know the people, them. We know the hypocrite, them. I not even have to say nothing about them. So if them are going to send me a tell lie, and them always say it, I don't really care. Like, man, them.
no, but no, CC. I think what the people are saying is that it don't matter where you start, you end up wanting to say that there must be a place for players from the domestic league.
No, that's what
all the time.
I have never said there should be a place for players from the domestic league. I've always said there should be a place for Jamaican eligible players.
There should be a place
If
for
you're
any
eligible Jamaican, if you're
there should be a place for anybody with a Jamaican passport, regardless of where you're born or where you reside.
Exactly. If you're a national, like, I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with that. I have no problem. This is just all
You really want to go there, CC?
My concern would really be, I think there should always be a local contingent. There should always be a local squad.
Absolutely.
Always.
Absolutely. 100% agree with you. 100% agree with you. 23-man squad at the ready.
7 days a week. Yeah, man. There should always be a local contingent. Always.
I agree with you. 100%.
I remember when I really bummed this things. I remember when I said there should always be a coach for the youth team and not when tournament start. Because them time we used to have coach, you know.
Yeah, but you're jumping
during
around
tournament.
We're not on the youth team now. We're the senior team. And we're
No,
saying,
I know, but I'm just
I'm not letting you out of the fire, you know. I'm not letting you out of the fire. I'm saying to you, CC, that what Willie Bob is saying is cogent and very eloquently put. I have to agree with it. Because anything can happen in this world today. You understand? British Airways can say them top flyer Jamaica. Then go on strike a Heathrow, strike a Gatwick. And none of the English-born players and English-based players can reach here. We're not supposed to scramble. You understand? Some man might say they now left America called Uncle Donald are going with that thing, so they now to cut left it thing.
Same. All of those variables can impact our situation.
Exactly.
No, but remember, Willie Bob, as I said before, I just think a player should not be discriminated against because he's born in Jamaica. And I've seen several people discriminate against a man from the moment he find out in Jamaica. So me just leave that way part.
I see people disgrace against players who are forthright, who are not ready for this, who have been pushed into the squad.
Yeah.
Upset about. Your Jadine Whites of this world. That's who people are upset about.
What exactly would you just set about with regards to Jadine White? See, Catra.
Jadine White had
what would be your issue?
Had no business being anywhere near a national men's senior squad. And his displays were awful when he went and paraded around the entire USL. And every club and come right
Couldn't
back
pick
here.
up a deal. Oh.
None. Not even the one that in a relegation
So
were interested
Cataract.
in him. You're not ready.
Cataract,
So
we're not going on the
black
kind
eyes
of
and they can't
Cataract.
see these things. They can't see these things. The issue
So
people have
Cataract.
with the players, hold on 1 second, Willie. The issue that people have with the domestic players is that from a longer, taller time, me hear man like Travis has said, the best of the domestic players are not who get called up. Man call up Atafarai Bennett by grave. Atafarai go I one part, I want Asia. Boom back your stuff. Country rated worse league than Jamaica have to come back. And then they dep on the bench. Man in the national team and dep on them bench for them domestic club side, brother. Come on, man. That's what people are talking about. We don't know that.
No, man. Mr. Cataract, sometimes we have this microscope and we just zoom it for one thing. But brother, this is going to take a different kind of conversation. I have players who had no business being in the team also, and they never really play Jamaica neither. And nobody, you wouldn't hear nobody come out and say nothing. Oh, them better than this, better than that.
Don't do that. When we saw Curtis tilt the ballerina and the man bust him in a jump. But remember good enough. We spoke about it. I said, Paul, what's this little call-up cousin thing where you're dealing with it? No way you're dealing apart. Remember good, man. We don't frighten to beat them if them come from England and not ready for this yet. We're not afraid to beat them. You understand? Jury's still out on West Harding. Nice youth, you know. Love Jamaica, gone to bed. But no.
Speak for yourself, when you have man right now, what's the West Harding for your start in the Jamaica side. No, I'm just saying you have man West Harding for your start in the Jamaica side. Because it's better than play for Jamaica. So that's why I'm saying there's extreme people on both sides of the aisle. And all I'm saying is that once you're a Jamaican, you're dominated against. If you get an opportunity, you go out there and show us that you can do the country justice.
So mindset media, I believe that there will never be a time where there is no player who's not born in Jamaica. But that's not what these men are talking about. Because the squad always have Andre Blake, Shamar in the squad. There was what the boy name again? Right back from Toronto there. Javian Brown, Damian Lowe. They were staples in the squad. Kemar Taxi Lawrence before. So you know what I mean?
Always been what I've said. I don't know always I try to spin things out of go, man. But I've always said the same thing.
You spin like gig over.
No, man, I've always said 1,000 times.
And you get to the point. Stacey, you want to see JPL players in the stadium men's national team.
Mr. Cataract, when you build a narrative where you have some man take up and say, oh, CC one JPL players. And that's all them come with enough for them narrative, you know. So, I mean, it is what it is, because once you start talking about what player, like I said, Christopher J. Daly, it is what it is. Like, people are always feel like they master certain things.
We'll come again.
So, I remember one time somebody said...
Hold on, because it's beating time. My name is not Cranky. Cranky and Cataract are two legends of this YouTube space. The largest audience was when Cranky debate Cataract, right? But I am a different man. We will send you way upside of your grandfather, football bro. Don't call man no liar. Cranky tell you the same thing. Don't come say not even now. You must say next to your grandfather. Which part of JD White was in under 20? Which part of JD White was in under 20 boys car? Oh, be a liar, little self. Hold on, some man for know this, man. At the youth when he inside what the youth from the country school there. I think he did play for the school in St. Catherine. The short keeper. Can't they say, so you know him, them one, man. The two brothers of them, man. He played for school in St. Anne. Him short, man. He was an under-20 keeper. And then they play for a school in St. Catherine in the hills. Not McGrath. One of them school up there, somewhere. Under-20 keeper.
You know, Eric? I'm not Eric.
Eh? No, man, a family of them, man. And then I think they are Mount Pleasant one at the time, too.
Can't recall, man.
I mean, they say if you come, me they call him a dwarf and say if you come out that goal and go play right back or CDM since him have good control with the ball and foot. Jaden White was no under-20 keeper with no boys club, man. No, he said the under-20 keeper with Boyce Clark. That's what he said. And that's not correct. And there are a whole heap of under-20 players. I keep telling you, Jamaica picks under-20 and then maybe just one player transition. And that player certainly was not to be J.D. White. With him cement boots. Okay, man. Dentil Sports Blend. Dentil. Find a name for me. Dentil. You remember that keeper there, man? Hey, Willie Bob. I got a schoolboy, man, the keeper from Dentil a couple of years ago, man.
I can't recall. I don't recall. Family line in a football. Family line in a football.
Yeah, man.
More than
a
one.
couple of them. And then
More than one.
They are Mount Pleasant. They are Mount Pleasant. In the cars of the people them say they couldn't God have mercy. And at 2025, man, I would share that at 2022. The year the man they make ball like a baby.
Dentil,
man.
I'm trying, but yeah, my brain not as fresh as it once was. So I won't pressure my brain.
But maybe the man I said Jamaica, the under 20.
And you go Harnick Gardens one at a time too.
Harnick Gardens.
If you go Harnick Gardens one at a time too, man. Sure, no.
That means I'm supposed to know him well. I should know him well.
Yeah, man. Hey, but I don't want to say, I don't know the thing. I don't know the thing.
Meantime, the names don't come up too easily, you know. Yeah, the names them kind of.
Yeah.
Especially if they're off the scene for any length of time, you know.
No, man. I think still is in and around.
You sure I know they record?
Come on. You learn for type, man.
Short,
man. Short keeper. Travis Presser, where you there, man? But he keep for Dentil. And he caused the controversy between when Mount Pleasant did want to enter, register as a school and enter into the DaCosta Cup.
Short keeper. I'm trying to start.
Come on, man.
A short keeper. How long ago is that?
No, that was the team that did have him. Boyce Clark.
Not long.
No man. Romain Blake. The youth from Chelsea.
A long time.
God.
But the keeper, the guard is something to cataract in the day when we lose to that in them time.
Yeah, man, him lose.
When the coach.
Yeah, but if they go at the under 23. If they go there when them get dumped up, man, in the CAC game. Oh, God, man, hold on there. In the CAC squad.
By a Clark, with nice team, but we should have played a nice team.
Start man. Honestly, poor man.
Hold on, man. Well, they come on the same place where yeah, man, Dintil.
We must have hold a play for them play that still no.
No, it never will, man. Me, I tell you, man. Oh Lord, people, this one I beat you bad like a slave.
Yeah.
This I beat you bad like a slave. No, man. People, come on, a shot keeper. We're not gonna feel bad when they come in, man. We're not gonna feel bad when they
Yeah. We should have known these things. And I'm sure it's not somebody that it's not a name that you don't know. It's just
all the man them in that chat, come on, man. Can't kill you, man. God, no. Yo, what I do? What I do to me? Oh my God.
Maybe if we change the subject, it would come back.
Change the subject. So, people, this I call me now. Hold on, somebody else. Hold on. Go on, talk. Call come in.
But me not say really, Bob. Me know say they was the keeper where they have when Watson, but me don't know if the other key. And Conor Bias Clark and them two players, them we know say they got the under 20 thing for real.
I just can't come up with a name. And I know say I be supposed to know the name. But I say, and as I say, if we change the subject, it could come right back. Yeah, it could change the subject, it could come right back. By the way, I don't know if I'm going too far away from the subject. But is it true that Magee was also incorporated in the squad?
I don't see him, so I don't know.
I was listening to Manning's man earlier and he was suggesting something to that effect. It's like, for me personally, I would have never given up on Magee. I couldn't. I youth where me see and me, I have a lot of time for Magee, I don't know if he's lazy, He said that he's a bit lazy, Yet I would have think that if this future was fit, put him shoulder to the wheel, prepare to do the hard work, get himself fit and ready, and don't hide from the ball when him go on the field. And I'm sure Butler should be able to bring out these things, them qualities that fit in, So I was looking forward to seeing Magee in this squad to see, where he's at presently. I was looking forward to seeing that.
The problem. You know me I worry about. Say Sunday when they are at Gardens, the cameraman pick up Magee in his stats.
Cataract. So Cataract, is that the furthest you want to see? Is that the closest you want to see Magee to the squad?
No. I believe for a squad like this, Magee deserves to be in there. But I don't believe that. I mean, Jay Taylor and them are here at out. No, Jay Taylor was one of them preaching for Magee for coming 19. And me can tell you, without apology, when Magee had his best game, it was because Anthony Grant was doing all the flipping dirty work in the CDM. And Magee never have to track back. He never have to tackle nobody. Yeah.
Magee plays best when he get that kind of support. Yeah, somebody to do. Magee admitted that at JC, he was spoiled. He was technically spoiled. He was not encouraged to do the necessary work to make himself rounded. To make himself rounded. He admitted that. That he realized, when he go to Belgium, he realized, that JC thing that kind of spoil him. Developer, it encouraged him to be lazy. And I don't know if he gets stuck in another gear there, another lazy gear, and and don't think it necessary because him have defend and do, but boy, I tell you, it's a youth where me have a lot of time for. I still have expectations of him. I still look forward to see him do well because I think him can do well. And I think he should be intelligent enough to be coached. So I think I would have a lot of time for Magee, definitely. So he was one of the players that I was looking forward to seeing in this squad. I was looking forward to see where he's at presently. If from the time the last game till now, if any improvement, having been associated with Butler and all, we are look to see where he's at presently. So going to that match, I expect to see. I was expecting to see, and I still looking forward to seeing him play.
So here's the thing. They say that Roger Williams has gone to Veer as a keeper from Arnett.
Roger Williams was at Veer last year, That same little keeper who was at Arnett. Yeah, he was at Veer.
Yes,
I used to go to Veer and see him play.
Oh, it's Veer, yeah, okay. So
he's gone back to Veer. He's gone back to Veer.
That's what I see there. But
because he was on the bench last night for Arnett.
Yeah, look like a moving thing. I'm looking at transfer market. It's Asher Hutchinson. And somebody in the comments said that Asher Hutchinson is the goalkeeper that we were talking about.
Asher Hutchinson. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I'm going to take off him stripe and the man play a low culture and say the bogus.
Well, we wouldn't be knowledge of everything still, We know we have a fair share of football knowledge, but not everything,
Yeah, man. No, but I think I have to keep it. Football guru, go ahead. The man was Jamaica never in a losing position when Anthony Grant was on the field for 6 games. So all you want to create a new picture, I go forever tell you your fault. Anthony Grant, since Rudolph Aston, Anthony Grant the best thing I play CDM. And then 14 or 15 or 17 CDM on a try before we get to Isaac Hayden, who looks anything like a CDM. You don't understand what CDMs do. He kept falling though. He kept winning free kicks. He kept being fouled.
I don't feel overstand inside the family, Cataract. Is it true?
A family man. But talk true. He had one bad game when he went to Central America. I'm telling him about him, mama. So we think about for the bad one.
Okay.
No, but Jamaica moved on prematurely. What they should have done is had a proper transition. I mean, talking plain and straight, Mr. Speed dip his fingers in the thing. Yeah. So
are you think he continues to do that?
I don't know. I don't really care right now. Grant is going to be 38 this year, but he still plays 90 minutes of football every week in a semi-pro league. So, well, he's a professional player in the semi-pro. He's a professional. Right. But I think the ship would have sailed, but you know what I mean? I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't. Him as a player coach right now, we are having players who play 1 minute and 3 minutes for them club, and we have put them up. They're not match fit. They're not match ready. They're not match sharp. What I believe you need from England are players who are starting or playing significant minutes for their clubs, who can come to Jamaica and make a difference.
And impact. Yeah. And not just that. I think more, we want people from England who are seriously committed. Because that is one of the things where more time, personally, more time, you kind of doubt the commitment when you see how them play. Because we know these professional players, when you have to play for your food, it's different from when you play for your country, And I think I don't know. I get the impression more time that the players, for the most part, to come from England, them secure them food first.
No, I wouldn't agree with that at all, Billy Bob. There might be one.
Okay.
There might be one or two who
could fit under that umbrella.
Who show the requisite commitment, but the vast majority of them, I think they play for commitment, and they give their heart and all to Jamaica. I couldn't say that a man like Adrian Mariappa come here and defend him food at England. Maps give him all. Naira Noseworthy in Mexico. I was there. Went into a tackle.
Would you say the same thing about Casey Palmer? Would you say the same thing about Casey Palmer?
I know Casey Palmer. And I'm telling you, I don't think Casey Palmer is an international player. Casey Palmer is just a lazy boy from in there Chelsea. So every club Casey Palmer go to, they get run with. Right? Bristol, they speak about it. So that's just Casey. That's just that he's a very talented player. He's almost like Tapper Whitmore. When Casey was at Chelsea, he's a Tapper Whitmore that stiff and broke, salad and pile, close control, good with him.
So what is wrong with him? What do you think is wrong with him? No. Or would you assess Casey Palmer right now?
I think he's just finding himself. Casey Palmer is a number 10. Jamaica has deployed him as a number 8, a deep lying central midfielder. I don't think that's not Casey Palmer. Casey Palmer needs to be right behind the
attacker.
Yeah.
The striker.
In terms of his passing ability, I think he's below Ravel's ability. I don't think
all right. Do you see him display that kind of potential, that number 10 potential? Do you see him presently for the last couple of games?
Casey, just Casey. Is what I would expect from him. I expect no better. And I look for him to carry Jamaica and the weight on his shoulder.
So hold on. Are you seeing a different person from what our coaches have been seeing? We're talking about Al Grimson, we're talking about Tapper. Well, I don't know if he was there with Tapper. Yes, he was there because I saw a match recently on TV.
I don't believe that. I honestly don't believe Casey is as good as Daniel Johnson. In the number 10 role, Daniel Johnson is another one who's been unfortunate because we have him playing as a CM and not as an attacking midfielder. When Daniel Johnson at Preston, Daniel Johnson used to pull all strings. When they come to Jamaica, now we put them in an unfamiliar role, and then they don't live up to the billing in that role.
And it's a role that they're probably not naturally suited for.
No, I don't think Daniel Johnson is a little puny boy. I think that's the fit to back in the midfield. Him try, but he's a slippery little weasel, good on the dead ball and those things. You know.
So you think Casey Palmer is luxury in the squad? It's luxury.
I believe that a number 10 is who we should be looking for. I was deadly. It's only 2 times I really break my heart. Well, a couple of times. But when Ivan Toney went on taking like 10 minutes for England, that broke my heart because I believe that was a player that would have allowed Jamaica to move out to the World Cup group stage. We don't just qualify with Ivan Toney. I don't know, but you ask that. And Emile Smith-Rowe. And I think Emile Smith-Rowe regrets that one cap, Nation League cap he took for England. He regret it to the bottom of my heart. Regret it. Different breed up. You watch Fulham play? You watch how Smith-Rowe orchestrate for Fulham? Even when he was at Arsenal? That's the kind of number 10 I'm looking for.
Okay. Yeah, I get you.
That's my
So
standard.
so
So,
with, so with that said,
whether you're born at England or Jamaica, and Casey don't reach that standard yet. Casey for me is a placeholder.
well, meaning exactly, him taking up space. Is that where you're going?
Okay, all right. So let me put it to you this way. If Joe Bellingham and Aaron Ramsey, Jacob Ramsey brother, Aaron is at Sunderland, Joe is at I think Burnley, or even Todd Cantwell. If any one of those three number 10s got a Jamaican passport, or two of them, you think Casey Palmer would be in the team? You tell me if you would you select Casey Palmer over Joe Bellingham?
Well, to be real, we don't really follow them, but hearing the names, and for whatever glimpses I may have gotten of them, all right. Let me start with Casey Palmer. There was a lot of noise being made when he was being courted, and expectations were high. And I used to see some clips of him doing some things, which look a bit impressive. Yet still, when him come and start to play for Jamaica, it's like, it's like night and day. He's not impressed me up till now. We have seen Bobby Reid come in and a little bit of inconsistency. Yet we can say Bobby Reid, earn in place, and Bobby Reid showed the kind of commitment necessary. Casey Palmer, more time, as you say, I think he's lazy. I think him hide from the ball. And as a midfielder, you cannot hide from the ball. As a midfielder, you cannot hide. You must be hungry for the ball as a midfielder. A lot of times, you see Jamaica play, and this gap between the forward line and the defense, there's a big gap. Nobody wants to stand in the middle and hold the middle. Like, we say, Latibody here, Mota, him hide from the ball. Casey Palmer, like them hide from the ball. And that encourages the long ball. Because there is nobody in the middle who is begging for it, who have the confidence and the ability to take it and deal with it.
So, so you are correct. Your assessment is correct, Willie Bob. 100% of the mark. And that has been an age-old problem. What people like football guru don't understand is that when you had a man like Grant could take the ball, shield the ball, and then pass it on to the more creative player and allow
forward, taking it forward
themselves. I believe and I'm confident that given a run in the team, Isaac Hayden will deliver on that force. So I am no longer that worried, except that I know Isaac is injury prone. But I am confident in Isaac Hayden. You understand?
You mean for somebody to stand in the middle of the pitch and hold that ground, and when the goalkeeper, when they're passing the ball from the back, somebody's there so that the defense do have to make themselves available.
Yeah, Ducklands today. You're an idiot. But the man had one gear for Jamaica. Idiot. And Owen, no, he wouldn't have done anything offensively. He's a central defensive midfielder. That's not the role. I think people get confused. People just love the goal scorer them in Jamaica.
Yeah. We're more result oriented. We like the destination, but the journey is too much for us. We like the destination. Yeah. We like the destination, but we're not interested in the journey.
So for example, I would say to you, and I will speak clearly about Grant because I believe he's the best thing since sliced bread. Just had I been interested, because I was disillusioned with Jamaica at one point, and he came when he was 17, 18, 19, 20, them time them the star up for Chelsea, right? You would have seen a different player. I believe you would have grown the same like Mariappa, and our fortunes would have been different. But a CDM has some specific roles. One, you are to dictate the pace of the game. So sometimes when we are under threat of attack, you must be able to hold up the ball in the middle of the field. And what Grant said, it just calm the game down because Jamaica under the cosh. We don't even know that word there. You have to calm down the game. You also have to keep the shape of the team. You have to keep the shape of the team. And that's why Damian Lowe is not a CDM. He does a lot of things, but he runs out of position and he doesn't keep the shape of the team.
I think him like that. I think him like that refined skill. The stadium that you talk about, I like to look back at 98, and when you describe that character, I'm looking at Peter Cargill.
Yes, Peter Cargill, of course. People used to cuss Peter Cargill every day, but when Peter Cargill
he might turn back the
ball. But you have to calm the game down because
that's right.
You just send the ball forward and then you just
restart
the position.
So in putting together a structure, I can't leave out the Peter Cargill character there, out of the structure. And I think we're lacking in that area. That is one of the areas. I mean, with Peter Cargill having that holding behind the striking, the attacking link. Peter Cargill, and then you had Tapper in front of him, who would have that refine and able to go take it further forward. But I think right now that structure there where we had the Tatty Brown and the Pepe Goodison round the back, and then Peter Cargill in front of them.
You protect the other role of a CDM is to protect the defense.
Exactly. So sometimes
you're not supposed to be up gallivanting. You're not supposed to be up gallivanting in the opposition thing, trying to score goals. I would say
or hiding from the ball when we have it.
Precisely. I would have said the same thing. I would have said to Grant, a joke when I met about Grant. I think Anthony Grant is allergic to the halfway line. Because once he reaches say coming like kryptonite, he not go past it. But
exactly.
More and more I become to understand that that's not your role. You know if you do that. There are other players who you call creative players. Allow them to express themselves. And them can bomb forward and know with certainty. Yo, I'm on the right back of me that if the ball loose, I
don't know if the coach think that way there. I don't know. I've not seen evidence to suggest to me that our coaches over the years really think that way there in terms of structure. Or them structure the team on the field.
We haven't.
I don't know.
You know who's a CDM that I love? Patrick Graham, Ninja, used to play for Reno.
Seen. All right. When I look through the JPL today, there's a guy from Veer, that number 17, that Walling, that guy from Trinidad. He impressed me as a CDM in that role there.
All right. I like Romeo Guthrie in the central midfield. I have a lot of time for Guthrie.
As an attacking midfielder.
I think he can play centrally. Not as a CDM, but centrally, box to box. Andrew Van, I was in awe at Andrew Van. I thought Andrew Van was an excellent player. I think Andrew Van could have had a League 2 career in England or League 1. He's somebody I thought about.
You mean that guy from Humble Lions?
Yeah.
And I think he's still doing that. I think he's still doing that work for Humble Lion, you know. But I think he want more support around him for make it worthwhile, to make his effort worthwhile. Because I think he really play a good role in that CD position, you know.
So I want to ask you a question because something has come up in the chat. That a player who hasn't played for 3 years for their national country can get a one-time switch to another nationality. Is that a fact? Is that a fact? Right now, Devon Porter, do not ramp with the people. Be clear, let us know the rule. Click on the link, Devon, because this is monumental. Because it would mean that a Raheem Sterling could get a one-time switch to Jamaica. So be careful what you tell people. You know. Don't gas up him man them. You know. Don't gas up him man them. You know.
So yes, so like how England, I don't really look like them have much interest in that Sterling now. We could have used what's left of him.
Oh God, no, you're not gonna have England reject, you're gonna have England what left. You're gonna eat some mercy. That would be beautiful. That would be beautiful to see Raheem Sterling born in Jamaica done the black, green, and gold.
And him sing a song, light a candle, and do a Siaga say. No, you know why you're not from Siaga.
No, I don't want to read understand, Devon. I want you to just point to if you can tell us the article or the section that we can pull it up. Or Sports Blend, can you send Devon the link so that he can come and explain the rule? Because I don't want to do it like a Chinese whisper. Can make you read. Right? So yeah, I don't want to do it. Big up Dre anyway. You know the TikTok boss. So they think about reggae boys pan TikTok and Dre, you know. Yeah, but Dre when I really come and place where man I send me flowers, you know. No, not gonna do that. Yeah. And the man
what the hell can go so?
I don't want a man tap me for my back. No. YouTube. All right. But Dre, if you're aware, you can click it, you can explain the rule to us. We want to be knowledgeable here. It's not just a gossip show. Because let me tell you something. That if that is true, England, you would have get fudge because Ivan Toney would have come back in. No, Ivan Toney not ready to come back in that play. I think we'll need another 2 years. But I think Ivan might be ready by the time World Cup. But certainly Raheem Sterling, it would be, yeah, Raheem. My boy, that's so. Rup. Let me tell you who could have played. Let me tell you who could have played. Right. Now, man, tell you who could have played. Emil Smith Rowe. We wouldn't even have to worry about him number 10 again. All the people the one cap them and done. Callum Wilson up at Newcastle.
Well, these are players where England use and that, right?
And that's right, yes. Lately, Alan Miles would stop being a madman and walk and pick up buckle. Would I get back a career? Because I think they did him wrong. Dominic Calvert-Lewin at Everton. So just no, sure. We would need to look for one more CDM because Calvin Phillips would have joined Isaac Eden in a Migley Park.
So hold on. So when we put all of that together now, Katra, what do you think? What you player to England? Make them want to wait to see, for instance, if England go and call them. What make them so? Is it money? Is it the prestige of playing for the Three Lions?
What I'm saying, hold on, stop. Before man just go off the bend, I'm saying, if what is being reported in the chat is true, if it is true that a player can switch allegiance one time after not representing the country for 3 years, I am simply pointing out to you those players who would fall in that category. So don't misquote Cataract and say anything. I said I don't
So
know.
Cataract. So
But can we
Cataract.
ask Devon that Devon who join us? So Devon,
Here's the
bring
thing.
back. We're gonna move
Yes.
the mic and make Devon tell you.
How you doing, gentlemen? If you see what I put in the chat, the rule clearly states if a player played 3 games, which are 3 games before age 21, will capture you for any country. But if you play 3 games before your 21st birthday and you haven't played again, haven't factored none at all again for 3 years, you can switch allegiance. Other than that, it's not at any age.
It's not
Now,
at any age.
let me state it's not at any age. You have to play 3 games before your 21st birthday. Once you play those 3 games, you're captured to any country. If you haven't factored again for 3 years after, okay, then you can switch allegiance. Now,
So let me ask you now. Hold on. Let's go slowly. So this is not the same rule that Mason Greenwood is coming under. Mason Greenwood forward on that different rule.
Because he hasn't played 3 games for England at no age.
Okay, so we just be clear. So
when he played that 1 game for England, he was a teenager.
19. He was 19, right? So let's answer so we're clear so that Cataract don't go off in a madness. Which player would this rule? Which player right now would this rule impact?
Emil Smith Rowe.
But because his own came after. But his own came after he was 21.
No, he played 1 game at 21 years old, and he plays 2 friendlies. Friendlies does not count.
2 friendlies doesn't count. No count. He played 1
friendlies
nation
does
league
not
game.
Count.
He played 1
yes,
nation
but here's the
league game
thing.
in
Don't talk too loud. Don't talk too loud. Okay? There's a reason why I said that. He plays 1 game. He plays 1 game at age 21. He's 24 years old now. November was 3 years. Exact 3 years.
Yes, because he played the game in September. He played the game the end of September.
He played the game. He played the game in November. He plays the game in November.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So
and you know it's my duty to know these things.
But I'm saying to you, this thing don't come at me about don't talk to me. Because England know everything we know. So there's no they have AI right away. Because in England I go, which player is this AI? Siri, please tell me, and then we'll list out the name.
Leave it.
But what I'm
just leave it at. So just leave it at that.
Outside of Smith Rowe, which other player would be impacted by this?
Tyreek Mitchell.
No, but Tyreek Mitchell.
He only played friendlies.
He only played friendlies.
He only played friendlies. He only played friendlies.
He only played friendlies.
Okay. We probably would have to I don't think there is many players out there who that fall under. I'm not sure. I would have to do a really deep research, like a forensic research, because I don't think much of them is out there.
So it wouldn't apply to like a Levi Colwell.
How many games have he played?
I don't know. I just know I stopped watching from him at
put it this way. How old is he now?
I don't know. You have to look it up. Let me Google it.
I'm using my phone. I'm not at home.
Levi is 21. He's 21 years old.
How many games has he played?
He played 4 games for England, but I don't know if they're all friendlies or competitive.
If it's 4 games, you can know. Go in his Wikipedia, and it will tell you if it's friendlies or official games. It will tell you.
No, you don't tell me that.
Scroll down to international.
Well, I'm just tell you, say it not tell you that.
It will tell you when he made his debut, who he made his debut
He
against.
made his
If it's a
debut in
friendly,
a
if it's a
friendly match.
nation real,
He made his debut in
he
a
made
friendly
his
match.
debut in a friendly match. The second game that he played,
His
was it
first
an
competitive.
official game?
Hold on a minute. That man, I don't know, police
Cataract, just
investigation.
listen to me.
He
Cataract, just
played his
listen to me.
if you just listen, if you're not quiet, big man, I listen to me tell you, he played his
No, but
first
you're talking, but you're
competitive
not
game.
reading what I'm asking you to do.
No, cause you know program maybe I tell you if you listen when I tell you his first competitive game was against Republic of Ireland, September 7, 2024.
And his second one was when?
He don't talk about the second one. He's only played 4 times. I think
Cataract.
most of them were
Cataract.
friendlies. I
Cataract.
think most of them
Cataract.
were friendlies. He did not play in the Euros when he was
Cataract.
called.
Cataract. Listen to me. Listen to me. When you go and research a player, just listen keenly. When you go and research a player, when you scroll and you go to international, it tells you everything. The player made his debut. Hold on, no. You're still talking, but you're not listening. The player make his debut in a friendly such and such. The player make his full international debut against such and such. It should tell you, okay?
But you are not listening. So I said to you already that he got his first call up 31st of August 2023.
Yes.
And he made his could you listen? He made his senior debut in a friendly against Australia 13th of October 2023.
Okay.
Listen, please.
That's one.
Could
When he plays the
no,
second game.
Hold on. But now juggle this sound that you're talking about. Let me just play my sound and then you tell me we're done. He was then called up in November 23 and he withdrew due to injury. Right? He was selected in the bigger squad for the 2024 Euros, but he was cut. His first competitive appearance was last year, September. That's it. He hasn't had any more. September 2024. He hasn't had any more.
No, but you said he played. Hold on. You said he played 4 games. If you get called up to a squad.
Are you listening?
Cataract. I am listening.
3 of them are friendlies, and his competitive debut was last September.
Okay,
So
well that
game.
Okay, well he's good then. That's all I'm asking you. That's all I was asking you.
But that's what we tried to tell you.
No, you stuck at his second game. You stuck. Instead of you telling me
no more second game. Willie man.
But you said he played 4. But you said he played 4.
3 of which are friendlies, you know. Listen.
But you just said that. That's what I'm saying. You just said that. You didn't say it before. I wouldn't even go down this rabbit hole.
I go down holes, but I don't. Not the rabbit.
Okay, so all right. So he can change allegiance once those games are not official game because he plays 1 official game, as you just told me. I hope it's true.
I hope it's true. Well, me not tell you it's true, you know. Transfer market. May I look for that?
No. I can go home and research it, but I'm on my phone.
Hold tight, man. Just hold tight and listen. He has played 3 Nation League games and 1 international friendly. So he's at the maximum
Let me see if
number of games. However, what the question I want to ask you, I believe that one of those Nations League games was before he was 21, not after. Because he became 21 this February. You understand?
Yeah. As long as he haven't played 3 competitive games before he was 21, he's fine. If he turns 22
and him get 1 second on the field, him done.
Okay, so him still have time, right? So listen, he played the 7th of September against Ireland for 90 minutes in a 2-0 win, kept a clean sheet. He then played 29 minutes against Finland in a 2-0 win, and then he played.
That's all I was asking you for.
September 2024, but all of this is before he's 21 because when he was 21 he's going to turn 22 in February coming up.
Okay, as long as those games are not all competitive games,
but those
he
games
is
are
good.
It's three competitive games.
No. If they are competitive game, just remember, friendly and competitive is two different things.
I just said to you these are Nation League games, so they are competitive.
Well,
so we don't need to talk about
if it's three, if the three that you just gave me, he is capped until 3 years after. If he hasn't fucked up,
okay, so
for
he's
3
capped,
years,
right? So
which is
2027,
which is 2028.
No, 2027. Because the games would have been in 2024. The games would have been in 2024. So you'll be capped until 2027.
Okay, the games are 2024. Okay, well, 2027. Yeah. And that's all I'm asking. Just make sure they are competitive games. That's all I'm asking.
But I told you, the Nation League. So you have to listen to me too. So really and truly, it would really only be let me check on Ainsley Nathan and Miles.
No, he plays like 5 or 6 games. He's done. And he was something like 23 years old also. He's done.
He's done. So you mean him still a go mad out?
He's done like dinner.
Done like dinner. He plays for Leon and will never ever play another international match as long as him live. No! Him only play 3.
I'm getting off the road, so I'm going to jump off a little bit.
Ainsley has only played 3 games, you know. Let me
No.
Hold on.
He played 5 or 6 games. He played 5 or 6 games.
Hold on.
He got called up in 2 Nation League games with Calvin Phillips. Same time.
You know, me not going like me know more than transfer market and soccer score. So me just look on them and tell you straight in international career. Right? So international career.
Cataract, I told you it's my duty to know these things. Because I don't want to look like a fool.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Well, yeah, you do it, I never know about Colwell. I tell you about Colwell. So he has played international friendlies. This is the thing.
You know, sometimes you need to open up your brain, you know, a
3
little bit
minutes
and
against
shut your mouth.
Denmark. Hold on. He played 3 minutes against Denmark in 2020. He played 36 minutes against Denmark in 2020. That's 2.
How old was he then? How old was he then?
I don't know. I'm just giving you the games. And I'm saying he played
No, just tell me his age. Just tell me his age.
Now? He's 27.
Yeah. I'm at 27. When did those games play? At what age?
But you have to open up your ears. I just told you 2020.
That means he was 22. That means he was 22.
22.
So he's captain.
Okay. So the only man, so the only thing we ever get to with the number 10 that we all want. I won't call his name again. So he will be the test case. He will be the test case. And Calvert-Lewin was older than 21 when he got his England caps, right?
Yeah, I think so. Anyway, I'm jumping now.
But that is him have so much cap. Him have 11.
Yeah, I'm jumping off. I gotta part this guy.
So,
yeah.
Back to the when you join that back, you can tell us your view on the local team, but I certainly want to give the local players their pride of place. I'm looking forward to I don't think we needed to have called up Jamali Waite. I think we should have given the burden of the thing to our number 3 goalkeeper, who is Shaquan Davis, and see what he's made of, while giving the other keepers a chance to show their come on and showcase their thing. But I didn't think there's a need to call Jamali Waite. Me personally, Jamali Waite is our established number 2 goalkeeper is Jamali Waite. Nobody don't need to look on him.
Yeah.
Nitro Walker Peters has never played for England. Godfrey doesn't have a competitive cap. Ben Godfrey doesn't have a competitive cap. Walker Peters and Ben Godfrey are eligible for Jamaica regardless. So it's only Caldwell and right now the only Caldwell and Emil Smith-Rowe. Mitchell has never played a competitive game for England. Tyreek Mitchell has never played a competitive game for England. Yeah, I chose 5, but only 3 of them were competitive, right? But as I said, it was over the age, so yeah. Thanks for that information. So we got a bit out of the skin. Thank you. So Devon, what Devon is saying is that Smith-Rowe is the key player that would benefit from this rule. Would be Smith-Rowe.
Is GFF aware of all of these things? I'm sure they should be. Are they acting up on it?
I don't know.
Are the person who does the recruiting for the Reggae Boys they're not acting up on that information?
Sure, that person was just online.
Oh. So if you know all of that, then he should be acting upon it then. Nobody should have to tell him that. It's his job, isn't it?
Well, it's not really his job, it's his hobby.
Yeah. It's not a paid position. Not even a stipend.
No, JFF no respect them position.
Yeah.
They don't respect them position. But I think now this will be the biggest tug of war right now for 2025.
With that information.
Will we get Emil Smith-Rowe in time for the World Cup qualifiers and the Gold Cup? That should be a priority for me.
Because our next issue, I see it keeps coming up. You mentioned a couple of times. I mean, we have players now that we have, and they do the hard work, they do the necessaries to qualify us for the World Cup.
Right.
Do you think it would be a good thing for bringing players after we qualify?
Absolutely. That's the way of the world.
Wow.
That's the way of the world.
Yeah.
That's just the way of the world.
Yeah.
Qualify, you need to also improve yourself to put yourself into contention. So all right, suppose a man score 3 goals against Guatemala and make a qualify, and then him not score no more goal in the HAPL for the rest of the year. It need for the nice squad? No.
Wow. No comment. I really don't want to comment on that one because we're gonna get mushy, you know.
No, but remember the same thing happened in '98. There was
Yeah.
really a big thing about whether
Daryl Powell and
Daryl Powell was in the team. It was really Danny Maddox from Queens Park Rangers.
yes, that's right.
It was Danny Maddox or Walter Boyd, and then Simoes. Remember, Walter Boyd was the last name for the squad.
I remember that one.
Remember, I said Walter Boyd never even named the same. I don't think Walter was named on the same day, you know.
True, man. True. That is true.
Right?
It was
Jamaica go protest. There was a protest.
Yeah.
Remember the history good now, Willie man. Remember the history good.
That is what it took.
Roadblock. That's what I tell you. You have to know the culture, Steve McClay.
That is what it took for the black boy, the pearl.
The pearl. So I'm saying, Steve McLaren, you have to know the culture in the car. You ever wrong on Jamaica and with black road by you can't fly back by England. You see the roadblock something there. Hold on, Willie Bob. Give me a minute there. McLaren, you see that roadblock something there. You see that old fridge in that road something there. You see the little cardboard. You see the little cardboard with the little mark up on it. You could have named Messi. If Jamaica
I told man.
Brother.
No.
You see the little girl will come out and say, we want justice. You don't experience none of that. You don't experience none of that, man. So just go and bebble the thing good. Right?
So Cataract, you think say our coach really want a night out from the town, or even a day out in the country?
Let me say something. If you remember, anywhere you go in Jamaica, sometimes they want to have a body double. You're there at Maypen Market, you see Simoes. You go in a courts, Simoes there in a courts.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, man, that is true.
Simoes there in Ireland. You go to Western Union, Simoes are draw up money. Simoes was a man of the people in him little tracksuit and him Jesus save.
Man.
Every Sunday them there want church. Every Sunday them there want church.
We didn't. I never give him my him shirt about Jesus save back.
Yeah. He might walk up and down in a new Kingston. Him there out of Mikey, out of Ras Mikey, out of little stall out there. So,
yeah. True, man.
Simoes embedded himself.
He immersed himself into the culture. He and undoubtedly he would have absorbed quite a bit of it. And I'm sure you would have been exposed to some of my stuff, some of your stuff. I'm sure you would have, you know.
Yeah, because you had to, and what I'm saying is, and I think when Kyle came on the other day for Reggae Boys Supporters Club, and I'm saying to them, and I said it to
Kyle, you mean Kyle Wallace?
Kyle Wallace, I said to him.
Yeah, big up Kyle Wallace anyway. Big up Kyle Wallace.
Yeah, me and Kyle don't agree upon nothing by YouTube, but don't ramp with Kyle. No. When it comes to Reggae Boys and war and ultras, it will tell you what we're doing in Chicago. We're not going to talk badness out here, so right? We're not.
And by the way, Cataract, I must slip this in. Me have a Reggae Boys tune, you know. So Kyle put a shot in it too. Me have a Reggae Boys tune where. How do I get it to you?
To me?
Yes.
Jay Taylor, them have my link.
Okay, all right. I expect it. I'm going to talk to Jay Taylor and get it. And maybe another one or two tune where, you know, we could have, you know, as a sound man. Yeah, as a sound man, yeah. So may I expect you to, play your part in promoting the Reggae Boys tune that, Me just get it. I'll link up JT and get it to you.
It's song of a good, I'm not play idiot tune. I'm gonna tell you that straight really bad. Me not play idiot tune. I'm gonna tell you.
All right.
As long as a good tune.
All right. We shall see what we shall see.
So let me tell you what I really say to people though. I am really saying to them, I would want to see a big song like Rise Up. Remember that big song with Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, hear some song and something with some man voice that them bathroom and them Panther Sun car and it, so they can't work for my Reggae Boy. Big 64, 128 track studio and them something they are mixed down. Donovan Jermaine, Mikey Bennett, Patrick Roberts. Real international Grammy level production.
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you through JT, and you'll see what we shall see. Is that good enough? That can work.
No, I send it to JT, man. JT, don't forget it to me.
All right.
Anyway.
No problem, sir. No problem.
So, people, we're coming up to the 3.5 hour mark. I remember tell you, say, Cataract, 96 Oak Road, Club Rico, that's the Cuban club, 96 Oak Road, Cataract in concert. Yeah.
When?
Every Friday night, man, all you can drink 2 5. Saturday night, regular Cuban.
Hold on, is it the same? Is that Lady Musgrave place?
No. We don't have.
Where exactly is that? Where exactly is it?
It's right. It's just before you get to 100.
Me not check it by the numbers, Me not check it by the numbers. Check me by that place.
100 the big casino, man.
Oh, okay. Good.
All right. Let me give you a better thing now. Let me see if you're real local followers of the thing. You used to wear Koya t-shirt.
Yeah. No, I don't really. Yeah, where the Koya story.
Right in the right. Same compound.
Okay, I got it.
Buy out the whole of the before the word right. Buy out whole of. Oh God, we should the right word. Okay, every word me I think about, me I want to say why. Oh God, south. We buy out south of Koya. Come without buy out from behind.
Well, it's just to remember mention the Cuban thing. I thought it was at that 82.
That is the rival.
Oh.
We don't mention that. You know what I mean? We don't mention that.
Okay.
But how was it a fusion? A fusion.
I've been to that Cuban place where Singer J does this thing. I've appeared there once or twice, and West does thing there.
Tuesday night, Singer J doing thing there.
Yeah, Tuesday night, right.
Yeah, man. We're not that far from it. About 2 minutes away, a few minutes away.
I know. Also at night market, I've been to the night market as well. Yeah.
Night market, yeah, that's right. That's one Hopefield, I think. No, not Hopefield. Cleveland.
Hillcrest.
Hillcrest. Yeah, man. Right by the burger, the place. That's the cheese place. Fromage. Yeah, man. We're not uptown, man. Uptown. Big up the word Kingston 6.
Cataract. Cataract. Me's a rural St. Canto person, but me come to school at town. You see, what? Because school at town, I mean, so me know my way around,
So we're gonna look out for you. See if I not tonight or tomorrow night, I'll look out for you.
If I am this week, but one of these days when
you can burn the grades there, so cause them have a grade shop right in our front, so grades.
Me not leave it. Me not leave it. Me not leave it no time, Cataract. I tell you.
Well, chill and pipe on them thing they can burn up this one. Cause it open ear, and then we have a open ear part for the smoke of them, and then the closed in club. You know, cause you have to respect the laws and thing, you know.
See it.
It's a full thing, man. Yeah, man. So
Cataract, cataract, the big sound.
Something like that, you know. we are reaching that time.
Your reputation, go ahead, you know, and it is established. You're established. Cataract is an established sound in the music, in the entertainment.
So thank you there, Willie Bob. Thank you there, Willie Bob. Tell him about. Some man love going like Cataract.
No, we for a long time we are hear the name Cataract. Long time we are hear the name. Long time. You know, a big sound, man. You're not denying that. That's reality, man. Cataract is a big sound.
It's a big sound.
Big sound.
Cataract sound, the biggest and the baddest sound of Bojo Band.
No, but blow yourself out of proportion now. It's a Cataract a big sound.
Right, let me tell you something. All right, let me say something to you. If you name the top 10 sound in Jamaica, I don't think Cataract would be in there. But if you name the top 25 sound,
okay.
we have a somewhere around at one part. So if you name the top 50 sound ever in Jamaica, Cataract is in there. You can't.
You mean the top 50 of all times?
Of all time. If you name the top 50 sound of all time, Cataract will be in there.
In Jamaica.
There's no joke in that.
Top 50. I will pass on that.
I only pass on that, but I don't only pass on there either way. I don't only pass
49. Well.
We could have been 35. We could have been 40. But never say we have 50. Though. We're in this one. We're not in our top 10. Right?
Okay.
All right. All right. When you start with the top 3 songs, let me start with in Jamaica. Let me not go worldwide. In Jamaica. Right? You run, come off of the marker, you just say, Stole Love, Bass Odyssey, Jaro. Right?
Good top 3. Top 3, yeah, that's so good.
Top 3. And whoever you like, you would have them at some point in there, in some whatever order you want to have them.
I'll do a still on Cataract. When it comes to sound thing, Sturgoff and Jalova my sound. Sturgoff and no matter where Stone Lover play and the rest of them play, Sturgoff and Jalova my sound. 12 Tribe sound and my sound. Yeah, so
King Sturgoff.
And there's something
Jalop.
And there's something
with a day night top 50. Them sound with a day night top 50. Right?
Yeah.
You're talking in Jamaica now. In Jamaica. Right? They have to put Renaissance in there as an uptown sound.
Yeah.
And them say top 10.
Metro uptown sound.
Metro
Media. You can't leave out Metro Media.
Bodyguard.
And the sound where name Sturmar Black Cat. Black.
Let me just tell you, so if you name your top 5 sound, Cataract have killed each of those sound more than one. Well, no, Stone Love only one time I killed Stone Love. They never play back with it.
You've killed Jaro? You've killed Jaro?
Just go in and put it out in a YouTube when we lock off Kilimanjaro versus Cataract 1999. Them time they what would I consider the world clash. Just put it in there. And a kill we kill right off Jaro with Ricky Trooper. With Ricky Trooper right off.
Okay.
Yeah, Black Cat. I've never killed Black Cat. I've never killed Black Cat. We never killed Black Cat. That's the only song in the top there. So go down the line. Bass Odyssey catching that. Bodyguard catching that. Right?
Wow.
We've been there on that. We're dead back to, we're dead back to Trooper take over. Trooper take over Bermuda and with the last in Bermuda triangle never to come back. You understand? And then Trickery and Bass Odyssey, then Trickery and Carey will go New York with King of this. And we never know, so when you go to New York, them have a Bass Odyssey follow within New York. You understand? With St. Peter alongside St. Paul and Dub. And the man then go boo. No. So it football like something. Yeah, that's why I'm always saying to some people, we were not ready. We didn't just build up a reputation, kill some song over 1 month. Right? It's in a 1 month we do all of the killing, right? Kill Amplex, kill Firelinks, and then it just fly up in our head. And then people push it through and send we gonna New York. We never know what the backside for do. I don't know if I play. Whether man tell a song a New York and we never know that.
I suppose with all of that experience, you would have learned something a thing or two.
We'd have learned. You know what I mean? I mean, over the time, come back what? They kill David Radigan. Almost someone killed David Radigan. They killed David Radigan in a bastard. Dead like Antifold.
Radigan.
Yeah, man. Radigan. And you know, so the first sound to kill me in life was David Radigan over in England. I play a song named Soul Connection.
Radigan.
I run off my mouth with my pinchers dub plate. Hey, Gringos and Pasero. Radigan come in and say, see that little boy over there, he come from Jamaica, he's 16 years old. Mother sent him here for come school. He's in the dance. This one is designed for 18 and over.
Are you just 16, eh?
Just 16.
Okay.
And then he plays song. 16 years old. He was just 16 years old.
He was only 16.
He was too young to fall in love. And he was too young to know. He was only 16. Radigan, he was only 16.
And Beta, come out of your hand, man.
3 second player kill me, man. 3 second player right to rub out everything in my career. Yeah, man. And a nitty-gritty song where I'm up. Man, I gone to them on a school book in them bag.
Radigan a legend. Radigan is a legend in the team.
Yeah, man. The one said no student should ever reach the classroom before the teacher. And David Radigan is the original sound teacher. Ayaga, yo. Good morning. So while I couldn't come back. So, like I always tell the people, there are levels to this thing. And it goes like that in football. So you have levels to this thing. We used to walk around England and kill up sound. But we never know there was a level to this thing. And just the same, you have players in the JPL who do them thing in the JPL, but the levels. But that is not to say the JPL has produced some champions. Omar Daly.
I still think so, you know. Our problem in Jamaica, I don't think enough emphasis is placed on development. Developing our players.
We give too many blighs. Luton Shelton never need no blight to come play in a Jamaica national squad. No boy I play in any which league name, any Mr. Man.
Yeah, man, Luton a legend, man. Luton is a legend, man. Our old man him go still, so we couldn't expect less, you know. Our old man him come out, so we couldn't expect less.
If you say Woolman's production, you have to say Baby Gardner. Nobody left back could have run in and come say them and come play from Jamaica, from England, from where.
Yeah, man, baby, baby.
Need to have
when you look at you name when they come to Woolman's again name, and he went to France. What's his name again? And it's like him just disappear off on the football scene. Keith Kelly. What became of that guy?
Career just bad choices. He wasn't ready to go and join PSG. There's just levels to this thing. Levels.
Do you think that mess up him head more than anything else?
Yeah, but you know what it takes to play at a professional, at a higher level, is not what it takes to play and entertain the Jamaican people. I will say that without apology. Right? What it takes for the Jamaican people, Brocky Boost, Shy, Salad and Pile. And
We don't start playing a ball yet. We don't start playing a ball. And start playing a ball yet.
Earn. Before, grant me a bigger cousin than me play football. Now, when the man says Sylvan Ebanks, Blake, Nathan Blake, Google them ball of the Premier League ball of them. When the man says,
wait, Catherine, you ever heard the name Impey? Andrew Impey?
Andrew Impey, yes, he used to play for Queen's Park Rangers.
Queen's Park Rangers, Leicester City. He played with Frank Sinclair.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm a bloodline, man.
Yeah, man. And he's a coach now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do something. Yeah, I'm gonna do some coaching. Yeah.
That man, they should have come play for Jamaica.
I think he did get a call up one time for the 21 England under 21. I think that's as far as he went on the international scene.
Yeah, some man really should have come play. Even Trevor Sinclair will bop him head now around the team now. He should have come play for Jamaica. You understand?
Sometimes, I don't know. That's why I ask you the question, Sometimes, I don't know. I mean, can them see what England is all about? Them know what England is all about. I mean, the things that you look for. I think, say, is it possible say England fear that they might that we might get players down here and we meet them in any, like for instance, on the World Cup scene, even in the first round, England versus Jamaica, we give them 2-0.
Let me tell you, when I look back, right, and I look back at some of the players who could have represented Jamaica and where we would have been had we been more open, there's some names you don't even think about. Les Ferdinand.
Wow.
Chris Armstrong.
Wow.
Ruel Fox, Sol Campbell. All of these are as I tell you, left back, and the Impey, Trevor Sinclair. There were a lot of players who, had we been more receptive, who were at a higher level than those who came. But bless up those who came.
Yeah.
Now, I'm saying that there will always be a place for those born in England and those born in Jamaica. Come with the A game, represent this team.
But hold on. As you talk about the overseas based players, what I get to realize is that Trinidad have a different way of they say for you to qualify to play for Trinidad, you have to be. It's only if your parents were born. You couldn't qualify if your grandparents were born overseas. Trinidad have a different qualification policy.
I don't know. But FIFA has a different policy.
Yeah.
So you have to follow
FIFA. Well, I think Trinidad's policy kind of limit them some ways.
It's because
oh.
You want to limit the number of people.
And not going to limit your football prowess for the country.
But they're not thinking about football, they're thinking about other things.
Oh. Well.
Other things.
So all being well, we look forward to Jamaica versus Trinidad. Well, I don't think I reached the Mobile game, but definitely we're looking forward to that. Tony Spalding. We look forward to that game there. Yeah. And to see what as we could have, we suspect that Trinidad would have not to say a stronger team, but they would have a stronger team in terms of they would have more of their top players than Jamaica would. I say we would have look for this is probably a second 11 or second, 1.5, second 11. Let's say a second 11 really. Because would you call this Jamaican pick up a second 11 team? How would you describe it?
Domestic based, an island based team, a necessary team based on the island. I wouldn't give them a derogatory name. You
Oh, is it second 11?
No, this is not a second 11. Because we have other players who would second 11. But I want you touch the point, and I'm going to segue to one way and just say today. These are the people who are xenophobic. I just want you to just consider how this small island of less than 3 million people. And somebody said to me, Jamaica could win the World Cup. I believe this island could do wholly thing. We have had more than one heavyweight champion. But I want you to just listen to this. Just people, just bear with me and just listen to this squad. Just listen to this squad. David James, former Liverpool, Aston Villa, West Ham.
What was he the goalkeeper?
This is in goal, man. Just listen to the start 11.
Okay.
David James. His father was just a Jamaican artist who come to England and braid one woman and they come back. They had to touch up a thing, one concert at David Barr. David James in goal. Danny Rose, left back. Former Tottenham Hotspur. Grandfather was Jamaican, you know. Danny Rose, former Tottenham Hotspur. I'm not sure I tell you. Centre back pairing, Sol Campbell and Vivian Anderson.
Viv Anderson.
Viv Anderson.
Yeah, man.
Viv Anderson alongside Sol Campbell. Both, all of them, mother and father Jamaican. You understand? Good. Right back, Kyle Walker. Obvious. You hear the back line there?
Wow. Wow.
Defense.
Is that an English-based Jamaican all-time team?
Players, all-time team who are of Jamaican heritage who could have represented.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I got you.
But didn't. So we didn't put Wes Morgan in there, right? This is just me drawing it up. Center mid, we did have to change out Isaac Hayden. The center mid, Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Oh, first me hear that name there.
From Chelsea.
Well, I don't really follow up them well English thing there really, you know. I'm familiar with the popular ones. Yeah.
Right, but I would have put in there even my boy but there's a youth who play for Leeds, Carlton Palmer. Right? But you could also put Calvin Phillips. Right? CD.
Oh, I know that name, yeah. Calvin Phillips. Yeah, I know that name.
Calvin Phillips, CDM. Left wing, Laurie Cunningham. Attacking midfield.
Wow. Yeah, man.
Right wing, Raheem Sterling. Up front for banging the goals.
You wouldn't put John Barnes in there?
John Barnes attacking midfield.
Okay.
Up front, Andy Cole and Luther Blissett.
Luther Blissett, man.
This is my island. This is my island.
Luther Blissett. Even when we look back at even John Barnes, personally, no, I would think say John Barnes never get him fair share of representation for England.
And on the bench, you would have people like Ashley Young, Theo Walcott, Stoughton, Daniel Sturridge, Chris Smalling, Aaron Lennon, Alex Oxdale Chamberlain, Mark Chamberlain.
I know them name there, Chamberlain, Alex.
Fraser Campbell, Darren Bent. Don't run with my island. We just need to be open-minded and, you know what I mean? welcome the best.
What to that guy named what to that guy named Moore, who's I'm saying doing some coaching now.
Darren Moore.
Darren Moore. He never show no interest in a coaching job locally.
I think the thing with Darren, is that each time when he would have been considered for Jamaica position, each time the Jamaica job became vacant, he got a contract just before that. So like he has changed.
Get tied up.
Get tied up. He's at Port Vale. He's at Port Vale now, but he has taken up 2 of our youngsters. Brandon Cover. And he has brought them in on loan. So he's big up, Darren.
My player partner too.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Like one of the things that I hear, I've heard it going around my head. Like for instance, these the England-based players that played for Jamaica. If how can we benefit? How could Jamaica football benefit from those players, those past players, who might have played for Jamaica, or who might not have even played for Jamaica, but are of Jamaican heritage?
So I believe that those players will move on to become coaches, and at some point because at the end of the day you have to protect your job, but at some point may be partial to give somebody an opportunity.
Yes, yeah. Maybe not even to coach in Jamaica, but to give a Jamaican an opportunity.
Yeah, your coach at the under 21 like Dean Burton or somebody, you can call in someone. Even at Charlton, my boy Jason Ewell is part of the Charlton setup. I don't know what role he played in he's part of the Charlton. He was in charge of the women. Under 20 women, I think it was. I don't know, but you would have discussion about coaches, and somebody would, make a recommendation, or even if a name come up and say, yeah, man, work with this. These are the things that you have to, because part of football is relationships and networking.
Links, network, links. Yeah, links open doors,
So
and I mean the YouTube scene, the bloggers really, I think, because I'm sure a lot of these players, a lot of these people would have been tuned into some of these, some of the YouTube, to the YouTube space.
Well, it's international media. We have to be responsible in what we put out and what we say, because it does have an impact. So the players on the island, I say to them, work hard, work harder, aspire bigger.
Yeah, man.
You will get your just rewards. I hope that you take up the 2 games against Trinidad and shine, and give the coach a selection headache.
Something to think about.
Yeah, man, something to think about. Don't sit down and say, yo, become a born, I'm a day night team, and I have a bus on you to the bomb to.
No, that not going away, man. That not going away.
Not going nowhere.
I work hard. It's weird sometimes,
rewards will be yours.
Sometimes I look on the team playing and I say, because when I see a Jamaica team playing, I try to look to see what the impact of the coach, to see where in their display on the field do I see the influence of the coach, the impact of the coach. Because most time I see all of them on the field, they look for more time like they're just doing their own thing.
Well, all right. So that is a point at which we're going to end, because I'm going to have to go beat and get ready for go.
Yeah.
No, but what I would say to you is that let us look at the coaching from a critical perspective in the next 2 games. and see if the coach is able to, if we can see what the coach is trying to impart on the local team. And we have to.
Yeah, that would be a good place to judge.
And we have to see if he's able to get the result. And if he's able to get the team playing in a way that the fans like.
He can have an impact. Yeah, positive impact on the team, you know.
Right. So big up everybody who came on the live. Willie Bob.
Yeah, man,
Travis,
big up.
Comments. CC, the clean clothes madman, you know, done there. Who else did forward? And Javon Plays. The man, they really keep us up to date on the domestic JPL league. Big up the man in the chat. Devon Porter come through. Big up Dre Anyweather, Boss for Life, you know, Tycoon.
Big up all who not get mentioned, big up CMU, yeah.
Yeah, man, big up all who forget big up and small up, all who forget small up, Sinus Migna, media. Thanks for the super chat. God bless, son. Thank you for the super chat. The man never move like a scuminar and I support the bar. You don't know. J. Ross, Owen coming in the place. Father Sports Blame, you know, so you hear a thing. And all them man, them Shalman Scott, the whole Clarendon, big up the eye themselves. Peter Mystic, jump and sound over there, so in a Philadelphia, Philadelphia. Peter Mystic jump and sound there again now. Connecticut, yeah. Just go through and just big up the man. Nitro, Father Nitro, R&R. You know, the man them with the wrench. Big up the eye themselves, kind of put in the thing, you know, the people them jumping at the comment section. Don't forget to like the video before you leave. Keep us. Big up Mindset Media. Eddie Gona did past show. Yeah, big up the eye self, Eddie Gona. Conrad Smith. Never date a like as you leave, you know. It's the polite thing to do. You get what me I say? Yeah, man, you come away hard. Just like up a video when you leave out. Al J. Done.
Show the courtesy, you know.
Yeah, man, show the courtesy and go on movement, you know.
Yeah, and of course, you have to big up the top host, JT Taylor. Continue to do the work.
What's them? You don't know. Lance Pablo. Dan them TV. Some of the early man them with the day and the early juggling. Issa Allen. Big up the eye themselves from the early part I show, you know, them man are in the early juggling part of it. So we have to big them up too. You know what I mean? Light Marshall man said we are chat bad. Jamaica with the Light Marshall, where you there? Remember Chumpa come for you know. Marvin Ferran, big up the eye. Yeah, some men want to talk, you know what I mean? Talk proper and whatever. When Donald Trump come for you, I hope you can talk, but I don't chat bad. Yeah.
Some of the man for us organize themselves and take the free and get a free ride. Come on, Bridget.
Yeah, that's not organized and centralized. Remember Marcus Garvey, you know.
Yeah, man, organize themselves and set up for themselves and work and get the free ride home.
Yeah,
support them and support and take a free ride home.
No one better than yard. You know, big up knowledge man from the early, you know. Tycoon the day from early. So me I say big up the whole. Enough man the day early, you know, DJ Sean Johnson. If I want to put DJ in front of the name, you know. Whenever you see them at one party and they name for one posters. Big up Jerome 876. Big up Steph. The whole St. Elizabeth. Yeah. Hope I chuck a call me, John. All right.
Yes, Cataract. Big up yourself and we talk again. It was a pleasure being on the platform. Yeah, and, you know, we look forward to this. And again, you know.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself.
All right, sir. Big up. Enough respect. All ones and one. Same way, sir.
Yeah, man, just go and drop it out, J. Taylor. Drop it.